What's up, family? What it do, people? What it do? What's up with y'all? Grand rising to everybody on this beautiful, strong awakening, or the strong beginning, or this awakening beginning. Uh, for everybody who's beginning to wake, for everybody who's going to be gone to wait. It's a war going on outside, and we fight for our spirit and the mind. It's a war, the World War Tree, a war word, a word world, a world word war tree. Hear me? A world word war tree. Three. The World War III, or the World Word War Tree. Hear me? Lord or mercy. Shout out to the God K Gomez. We on the shit. We on the shit awakening. I'm not here on no vibrational shit. We on here dropping gems again. We back. I had to take a break, change up the energy and the vibration for everybody. So without further ado, I'm gonna play a couple of jams, and then we're gonna get into this motherfucking build. I will be sharing a link and having an open panel out. But first, we're gonna get into this Damn If I Do and this Raw War by the God Hugh, or Gip Ink, the Big Unk Monster. Hear me, y'all. Roll up your ganja and your fiercely. Get your ears ready to get pierced by a diamond stud. Diamond stud. Lord of mercy. Fire. It's a bird. I had original copper man, get big up on the motherland. That's my mama man. Rain, fire, pine hill, how does that decide? Everyone think fucking crazy, man. Living in hell and no one saying I'm out of my mind. I could not find my own thoughts. Shit, welcome to the south. Thoughts is not my fucking home. My body just a vessel, and I feel like a fucking clone. Fire the reaper, fire. Achievers, new regime. Cookie rich, righteous teachers. Those things to those who couldn't reach each one. To all the preacher and the teacher got slaughtered in the street. Turtle in the hell race. I beat them at the stale face. The sweet taste of victory. I left him with a stale face. The boy said me murderer. Just got him under the case. Cool case, cool body. Let's go with a stale face. If I do, I be damn if I dance. Damn if I fucking dance. I be damn if I do, I be damn if I dance. Damn if I fucking dance. I'ma do what I will, I'ma do what I want. This is hers. I'ma do what I will, I'ma do what I want. Wiggly work. Spirit light body. Hey, go, man. Let's go. Turn up, y'all. Hit them thumbs up and them thumbs down when y'all come in. We are under attack. Fight fire with fire. Fight fire with fire. King of all kings, so a Messiah. RCNI. White Ross brain guy. Grandma Margo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Really got a pistol. Fight for us right, cause it's tired. I ain't nigga, no mail, no heat, no family business. They gon' ride and tear down the prison. Malikum. Thomas Ross. I read the Bible, I am the master of law, the right of their arms. No sleep, fire on my palms. Lick, about to blow like a bomb. Big dick, I'ma make it all come. Punch drunk from sipping on rum. Pop trunk, go hook up with my bump. Rascal. Seriously. Grandma Abcon, nothing the third. What's up, guys? It's the bird. Fire, 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 fire. Big up. Right.
up. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Rasty man. One more jam and then we gonna get into this bill, y'all. Cause there's a war going on outside, y'all. Fight for our motherfucking spirit and our mind. Pay attention, y'all. I ain't gonna tell you no lies.
Fighting for our spirit and our mind. Y'all my spirit and my mind. So war going on outside, they fight for our spirit and our mind. It's a war. So war going on outside, they fight for our spirit and our mind. It's a war.
These songs should be viral right now. Go to my SoundCloud, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to put their ear to the vibration of God. Listen. Who the fuck that there lying on Jah? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Twist my blood, my brethren. Just walking around like the dead man. Hey, man. I am a motherfucking gangster. All smoke. Mexico. Got in the family. Smoke cigarettos. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Letting go is the free that never gonna let us go. If you don't know, it is war. I say, it's a war. I say, spirit of mind. I say, spirit of mind. Rasta. It's a war going on outside. They fight for spirit and the mind. It's a war. It's a war going on outside, and the weekend might just knock at your door. It's a war going on in the public schools and the local grocery store. It's a war going on at the front of the case and that try to ignore. Really, it's a war. Really? Really? Now? Give me some more. Violent RAH. To walk upon them on faith. Travel water, the lakes was great. Grapes was all we ate, and the stakes was too high. We quit the ow! It's a war. The war.
Hey, bro, you be smashing, bro.
Shout out to the God K Gomez. What it do, my guy? What you say?
I say you be spazzing, bro.
I be spazzing.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Man, listen, you be spazzing, bro. That first one, bro, that shit was fire for real.
Appreciate that, my G. Hey, we be
Real.
damn if we do and damn if we don't, right?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Literally,
So
right?
that's what we gotta do, whatever we gotta do, man. Just what make you happy, you know what I'm saying? Fuck whatever else, you know what I mean?
That part.
So sometimes, you know, you gotta go through trials and tribulations to get what you want, you know. Doesn't mean that you ain't gotta work hard. But work hard for what you love, you know what I'm saying? Fuck everything else, man.
Yes, sir. That's the big key right there, ain't it, bro? So do we give just like you said, let's do what make us happy, right? It's not happy to see the world talking about this war that they trying to push on the people with this World War III. So do we give it any attention? No, huh? Basically, no.
No.
Do we pay attention to it? Do we even try to be aware of what they're trying to say what's going on in the world?
Well, to the people that are awake, you know what I'm saying, like me and you, I don't think we should be focusing more on what they doing. Because they always gonna go to war regardless. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
but but like me and you, like what we have in common is that we trying to bring this awareness to the people. You know what I'm saying? And if we put the attention to the war, all that's gonna bring is probably negative energy from outsiders. I mean, any credit, any attention is good attention, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But at the end of the day, you don't want to get stuck. You know what I'm saying? Talking about something, some action that a millionaire took that you don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. You say owning up to anybody else's basically the way that they're seeing their sight, especially if it's have anything to do with hindering anything in your world. Anything. Don't pay it no attention. If it's gonna have a major effect on your world, where your world is gonna spiral in the downward spiral, like going down a sink. You're sinking in a hole.
Right.
Yeah, once we
Now,
get
I would say, man, there's a couple things that really get to me, and is that they're using kids to go to war. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing that I can say I could speak about. You know what I'm saying? Like we can all send that energy over there to, you know what I'm saying, take care of them kids, man, because they're 12-year-old. I mean, 12, 10 years old with AK-47 in their hands, instead of having a not a book, but a other way to educate themselves. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to put this little kid through all this, and now you're gonna have a new older generation of veterans. You know what I'm saying, that are gonna you know what I'm saying, it's gonna affect families, gonna have everything.
You saying give our youth another chance to utilize a weapon like this one. Like this weapon right here, it is better than any one of these that they can make like this, because all the weapons that they made that they utilized to do all this with came out of this weapon.
Yes, sir. I couldn't say it better. You corrected for me. They're not utilizing the mind weapon. They're utilizing a physical weapon that was made to, you know what I'm saying, to just dictate somebody's life or somebody's timeline in this realm. And I don't think it's up to a 45-year-old general to give that decision to give that type of power to a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. What up, Drop? Shout out to the guys, man.
Chilling, man. What's going on with everybody, man?
Oh man, just letting them know, man. It's a world war. You see how you can't even say it? It's a world word war. Meaning
it's a world war. It's a world war. It's a world. Yeah, it's a weird world war.
Yeah, we are war because of our words around the world, and we're trying to put our words together where our words all the way around the world. See, everybody is talking a different language. This is where the clash is coming in.
Exactly. That's what I be saying. Like, motherfuckers gotta know who they talking to even deliver the message on. You know what I'm saying? Just by the tongue we speak upon. You know what I'm saying? Depends on who you talking to, on who's gonna catch it. You could say the illest shit in the world, but if they don't speak of your tongue, they don't perceive the words as you deliver them, so they don't catch the gem. And what it does is it makes them go against it, when really everybody that's speaking your language is like, you ain't hear what he said? People like, nah, man, I ain't feeling that. And it's like, okay, because you don't speak with the lip, I speak with, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It don't resonate.
That's deep right there, drop. That was deep. So like we all speaking like sort of the same language. We can hear each other.
Exactly.
And more importantly, we can paint a picture on our mind. You know what I'm saying? We can paint a picture on our mind with words. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
deep.
you got. I know you got. I know like Huey is a rapper. I'm a rap. I was telling you, I'm a Spanish rapper though, and I know drop a rapper too. So y'all understand what storytellers do. You know what I'm saying? They paint a picture. You know what I'm saying? Every time they write a song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, where you can see what you hear. You know what I'm saying? You can vision it. It comes out as a vision versus literature. You know, most people that do a lot of reading and shit, it's just straight literature, how wordplay is. Like rappers, comedians, and shit like that, they paint that picture so your brain can vision that shit. You know what I mean?
Gomez, you said something deep, bro. You said, this is how you were saying. We didn't say we put a picture into the mind. You said you put a picture on the mind. Like the mind was a canvas and you can write on it. Like the mind was a piece of
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got a blank page every time you're trying to paint a picture, right?
Right.
Either you can write on it or you can paint it. But in your mind, you can do both. You know what I'm saying? While you're reading it, you are painting it too. That's how powerful your mind is, man. Like he do so many stuff, and whenever we lost that connection between us, that affects a major part of what we trying to be as a whole, because now your perspective is start changing towards and I'm not saying you got to be enslaved to one perspective. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, whoever is painting our picture is the elite. You know what I'm saying? It's not us. At the end of the day, well, I paint my own picture, but you know what I'm talking about. Them sleep people.
And let me show y'all this little sidebar. Now it's Saturday, right? We all know church be having church like Wednesday through Sunday, right? Look at this big ass word church, right? It ain't a soul in this motherfucker, right? Even got graffiti on the window. Now look, this go to show you it's a front. They got this shit on every motherfucking corner. They go a fucking Circle K. But they got this shit on every goddamn corner, man. This shit is insane. It's storefronts. And they getting paid for this shit. Trust me. The word church is big as hell. This shit from Akron to Cleveland. I don't know where else it's at. But it's a storefront, man. This shit crazy.
A front. A store front. What is a front? If I front you some work, that's a front. Sitting in the front row is a front.
That's a front. Or being in front of you, that's a front.
A wave is a front. You know what I'm saying? Like a wave of air. That'll be a cold front or a warm front, whether it's cold or warm. A wave of money going into something. And that's what this storefront is. It's a wave of money going into this church and ain't nobody here. This big ass parking lot. Fuck out of here on a Saturday. Come on. Come on, bro.
All the energy that passing by. Everybody who passed by giving some energy, right? Whether they going in it or not, right? When you look at it, it goes into your data bank. As that was something that was there for you, and it was there in it. It's like riding past a car lot. You like, oh shit, BMW's over there. So you know in your mind, boy, I got a BMW over there somewhere. Like, you know that you had somewhere where you can attach that to where, okay, if I thought about this thing, I know where I can go get it because you done seen it.
Exactly.
Put your eyes on it. And not only that, how often do y'all ride past the same neighborhoods where y'all at and y'all see the same shit? You might see the same empty house there for like 3 years. It's like that house has just been empty. Why ain't nobody occupying this space? And why you can't go in there and just go get in there and clean it up, start cutting the grass, put some lights in there? Ain't nobody been in there in 3 years. Who the fuck say you can't move in it? Who's to say that the person who owned that house ain't died?
No, you.
Hold up, okay, go ahead. Let me say this. I'll get right to you. Now, look, this is the park end deck. Now you see what I mean by a front. If you dig into the building, you like, okay, this is where the end deck parking. You see all the graffiti on the walls and all that shit. Right. You see that shit? They just spray, but the front of it look gorgeous. You get to walking around this big motherfucker. You get to seeing rats and all kind of shit, man. Shit crazy. But go ahead, man.
That shit crazy. No, I was about to say, almost about to add up something of like what you was saying. You see the same shit every day. Now, a question that I don't know if you brothers know. If not, I can research it. It ain't no matter to me. But it's easier to hypnotize a person or brainwash a person when the person is in the same place, like, you know what I'm saying, in the same spot for years. You know what I mean?
Going in the same circular rotation, you already hypnotized by the spell. It's easy to hypnotize. It's easy to hypnotize people when they didn't know that they was being hypnotized.
And you know what example I would just got in my mind when I said that? My grandpas. See, my grandpas are the most lovable beings I ever seen in this planet. But boy, you talk about some woke up shit, and they will go crazy. I mean, boy, don't be talking about that devil around me, blah 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 blah. You know, and I start thinking, because I say, if you got a person in the same spot for a long time, and like seeing the same thing, seeing the same thing, would it be easier to brainwash or hypnotize? And I look at my grandpa and my grandma, and they are hypnotized for real. They have never left Puerto Rico, that side of Puerto Rico. They had never been more than 100 miles in the same spot for almost 42 years.
But you sending a certain signal.
And I see that. You say what?
Because it's a certain signal that's being attached to them where they at, meaning the census, for instance, right? Television, they keep record of everybody who watching what. They know what areas is watching what. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I can show your family, if I know your old family, all they want, these old people, they've been attached in this time since the 60s. So we gonna keep them in the 60s state of mind. They gonna keep watching all this same shit. They ain't gonna really get too much outside of the box, because they like none of this new shit. Because you wasn't able to adapt with time. So as time moves on, it's gonna start leaving you behind. This is what everyone is going. Like I tell you, where I go back to my crib where I'm originally from, bro. When I go back there, bro. When I go back there, it's like I'm in a time warp, bro. I know that they stuck in time, like literally, bro. Like it's like motherfuckers walk around with boom boxes and shit. Like y'all motherfuckers still got like y'all niggas walk around with hop top fades and boom boxes and pump them up jumps. And y'all like, y'all the shit. Y'all look at me, y'all like, damn, where you came from? You look different.
And they'll call you a city slicker. Like if you go down to Missouri or somewhere, and you like, hey, bro, man, we could step this all the way up, man. We could turn this into this. We have people coming into the building. They'll be looking at you like, everything's working fine, boy. Yeah. Don't come around here with that slick talk.
Everything around here is perfect. You can't get around here with like that. Like I go around there, my bro be scared of shit. I'm out here operating like, bro, don't do that out here, bro. They get you out here. Like, you scared still? Like, y'all niggas scared? Like, what the fuck? Wake your bitch ass up, nigga. Y'all out here scared. Y'all out here running around with all these guns and shit, but y'all scared of the police.
That's why they got the guns and shit. They scared of each other. It's like, man, Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. You don't do
right? You don't mind, bro. That shit crazy.
If you breaking in people's houses, yeah, you might need a gun. If you riding around with money all on you and people starving and you ain't helping the hood, you might need a gun. If you just man, I don't need no pistol. I need one in the crib. I don't need to leave my house. Let me get my strap because these motherfuckers crazy. And fuck these niggas. Ain't nobody gonna touch me for what? I ain't did no fuck. The fuck they go, I don't like the way he look. Pow, and shoot me. No, it don't work like that. It's how you wiggle. And if you wiggle fucked up, you might need a pistol on you because you know, you fucking niggas bitches. You done beat up her brother. You know what I'm saying? It's like, of course you might need
to carry it. And everything that you said while you need it was gonna be around you. Meaning you said you need this because niggas out here robbing. You gonna have robbers around you. You said niggas out here on that gangster shit, niggas be tripping. Niggas gonna be around you tripping. But if you out around right here, I ain't got no enemies within me. I'm free. I'm out here with myself. Like I was out. I'll be out. Sometimes I just go holler at some of the fucking drug rats, like the bums and shit. And they be like, nigga, you the most dangerous nigga walking, bro, because you stay clean and you really out here knowing, and you out here walking with that motherfucking ankh and shit, boy. They like, nigga, you are dangerous, boy. Like, they like, man, then you come out here and just stand with us like you don't give no fuck. Like, you just come out here and just kick it, nigga. Like, what y'all need? Y'all need something? Go, let's go to the store and get y'all something to eat real quick. I ain't got nothing but a couple dollars. Here y'all go. I got like $20. Here go. Y'all go. Here go. $3 a piece. Y'all go get y'all some meals. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no but about 60, y'all. Here y'all go get y'all something to eat. Do shit like that, bro. When I be just doing that shit out and about, bro, ain't no feeling like that shit, bro. You just don't know how much love I got around the city, bro. Just from, I could pull up anywhere and they'd be like, oh, there you go. He back. Like I told y'all I was coming back. You know what I'm saying? I just came back to just to say, hey, what's up? I know y'all was up under the bridge. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I ride through the city. Nigga, I know they up under the bridges. Nigga, I might just get out that motherfucker and just go over that bitch and just go pop. Talk some shit with the cats up under the bridge. It's like, man, I know y'all over here, bro. I ain't forget about y'all. Like,
do you know how fast like HOTC could wake every hood up? Like, just imagine all of us, right, that we know, from Nikki C to goddamn Cautious, right? All was worth like $2, $3, $4, $5 million. And the wave and energy we'd be able to actually wave through the hood. It's like they don't want people that don't care.
That's what
listen,
we know.
they don't want people that don't care about the money to have it, because they know the power the money can actually push through the hood. You know what I'm saying? People with money that care about it, they're not gonna do the right thing with it. They're gonna be stingy, this, that, and the third, and give it a bad light. But righteous people,
right there.
Yeah, you'll start seeing basketball teams, the little ghetto ass pee-wee football teams would be better. Everything would be more organized. It'd be more money in it. You know what I'm saying? The parks it'd be little things we'd be doing because we don't really care about the money. We sitting here with 100,000 laying around. Hey man, put a park up the street, man. Have the motherfucking people sign the documents. Boom, got the park right up the street. You know what I'm saying?
Bring the kids under a certain age. We're going to have all these kids just to come in. We already got equipment for y'all. We got all of this shit for y'all can do. This, we're going to show y'all how to use the most important equipment in your mind. See, a lot of people just be forcing kids to just be upon their design. I want to have a motherfucking place where y'all can come in and we just got everything in this motherfucker, y'all. We got a dancing school. We got a fucking studio in this bitch. We got a goddamn a video goddamn a place where you can shoot goddamn movies at. We got a workout gym. We got a computer room. We got anything that y'all want to do. Now come in, kid. Come in. Let me see. What do y'all want to do? Who want to play football? Who want to play basketball? Who want to be a scientist? Who want to do this? Who want to be able to stop a disease? Who got a disease that they want to cure? Like shit like that. What you want to do? Like everybody got their own gift. It's so much out here in the world that they got us only on a certain part of the list. It's like giving our kids, putting them on the same shit. Nah, we ain't even gonna even tell y'all to even come in here and play no sport. Even if y'all want to, y'all could. Y'all can play sports, but y'all gotta realize y'all just hypnotized. It's a new sport going on out here. It's a quantum game going on where you could play in another realm. You know how this shit finna be holographic, and they finna have these niggas literally talking about skins, nigga. I'm on there playing the game with my son, nigga. He telling me that he need to get a new skin.
That's real shit too.
My baby telling me that he need to go get a new skin. I'm like, what the fuck is a new skin? He trying to win a new man on the game.
That's crazy.
So he can operate this new skin. And they already programmed in on it. So it's like, okay, you be sick for your babies, but it's just like, okay, I can't even be sick about that shit because we all are fucking programmed. And we know that. It's just like my baby is inside this program because he was a part of me that was coming out, that they was trying to keep me attached into this world so they can keep sucking you off. It's like, I hate to be saying that shit. Like, even like me, at all times with me, bro, it's out of sight, out of mind. But you always in mind because you in mind. In mind. Long as I keep you in mind, you in mind. My world, mine.
And that's what in line. But look, you give me 20 blocks, right? And you let me gate it off like a gated community. I'd change that whole fucking neighborhood because it'd be a code. You can't control the whole city, but give everybody 10 blocks, gate it off. Come in, man. We got security at the door and all that. We got our own shit going on. We got our swimming pools. We got everything. And gate that shit off, and you'll be able to raise these motherfuckers into brilliant people. But once they can wander off anywhere,
that's what motherfuckers they was trying to do with the Garden of Eve, bro. They tried to put a gate around them and told you don't go outside that motherfucker. But then when something slipped through the crack and got in, you feel me? That's like a vibration.
No, you can go out. You can go out.
Like a sound wave.
You can go out, but when people come in and people go out, you know this your shit. This is your neighborhood once you go through them gates. Them rich folks with them gated communities, they know that's they shit when they pull up in there. You know what I'm saying? All the shit. They even have stores and shit, man. And they just keep all that shit right there in that community, man. And that's what a neighborhood is. Without that, you just got a hood. You have no neighborly assets. It's just the hood. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta gate yourself off though, God, from everything that was yours. It's like cutting yourself off and just like, okay, just give me this little section, bro. Because you saying you can't change the world, but you are the world, bro. Like you starting with the man in the mirror.
I'm saying everybody do it. Everybody do it. Let me control these 20 blocks. You control 20 blocks. Somebody else control 20 blocks.
You got more than 20 blocks. Why you only want 20 when you got an infinite amount of blocks?
Because only so many people gonna listen, man. Before it's chaos. If I got a classroom of 50 people and a classroom of 10, I can teach them 10 more than I can teach 50 in less time. Give me like 15 minutes. It might take me a fucking whole day to try to teach 50 motherfuckers. They just ain't gonna get it. They're gonna think at different speeds. They're not gonna be able to listen. They're gonna be distracted. You know what I'm saying? That's why them brilliant.
That 10 gonna turn into 50 to 100 to 1,000, 100,000 to 1,000,000. You gotta realize that's what the 1% always knew, because there's only 1% of the motherfuckers who ever knew that they knew. Most of the other 99% is still trying to know. See, only the ones who knew that they knew was the ones who came up with the renew. To renew. We knew. We knew it so we can renew it. This is the only thing that's going on. It's like when the 1% knew that, goddamn, okay, I can't control everybody. So they said, in their head, it was like, damn, that's crazy as fuck, because I am everyone. Only 1% of us know it. The other 99% still looking out up into the sky. They got their head in the sky.
See,
like when I was playing the songs the other day, it's like, keep your head to the sky. Like when you do that, right? Right? Right?
Yeah,
hey, bro, when you do that shit, right? What do that do? That put you in the spell of keeping your head to the skies. Got you back in that feeling again. Like, damn, they was talking the truth. But they was telling you to take yourself outside of you. People weren't listening to what I was trying to tell them. See, I was telling you up under this spell. We've been up under these spells of love, of evil, evolving, loving.
Caring. That's my problem. I care too motherfucking much because they don't care like I care. Yeah, they don't care like me. So it's unfair. It's like I really care if this happened to you, but you can give a shit less what happened to me.
It's like this because they don't care about nothing but them. And we care about everybody else but ourselves. It's the total opposite. Either you're gonna care within or you're gonna care without. If you trying to carry out a mission or carry out a plan or carry out the carry out, you calling the food to get carry out. Nobody don't want to carry in. It's like karaoke in. Most people don't like to go to karaoke in because they don't like the part of being karaoke in. They don't want to be okay in. They don't want to be a carrying in. How many people want to carry themselves within? Because you can't carry in. You got to carry something on the out.
Hey, how many times you was driving down the street or riding down the street, smoking good, everything, feeling great?
Damn, you went out, bro. You went out. Drop. You went low. What happened? Drop. Damn, you just went all the way out, bro. Your voice just went gone. Drop. That was weird. That shit just drop. I can't hear you like
1 second. I gotta take this call and shit.
Okay, yeah, I knew something had happened. I'm like, damn, he just went out. Shout out to Alicia. Shout out to Doja, the guy with YR. What was we talking about? Damn, you made me forget what we was talking about. We were talking about carrying out the mission. Oh, the carry out. Carry out. People don't want to be carrying. They say carrying was a charge in like basketball carrying. Or when a woman is carrying, she carrying in. She was carrying in. It was it. In was it. In it. She was carrying in it. In it. To win it. Shout out to the guy K4I. Look, y'all. It's a spell. We up under spells. Come from up under the veil. Look. You the only thing that's going on, man. We gotta own up to what ourselves is doing. We just pushing out so much of ourselves out. It's like when you're the ace of spades, you knew that you had the trump card. Most people like to play trumps, but don't want to be the chump or the champ or the champ. ENZ. Everything is everything, literally. You can realize that you are where you eat, and we only met where we meet. Where we at? Where you only meet? Where am I at? Me. Where am me at? Where am I at? Me. Here. Where here? I am where I'm at. Me is where I'm at. I am where I'm at. I am what I am. Me. I am where I am at. Me. The meat. Where did I meet at? When my feet was hitting the concrete. Every time my feet hit the concrete, it's like a meet and greet. But the concrete never met your feet. Only thing they met is the soles underneath your feet. So they know the soul and the rhythm of Nike. like you ain't never had, the earth ain't never got contact with you too much. Because you was the earth. You was meant to be off the earth and in it and on it and all above it at all times. They did not want you to know that you are literally floating in your design. So they give you soles and shoes to make you think that you had something that was keeping you connected to the earth. You feel me? Even the shoes hover a little bit above the earth. You can't feel it though, because it's the pressure that you, the weight that you carry that's keeping you down. It's the denseness in yourself. Once you become light with all the density and let go of that, then you can start flying in the world. You gotta let your wings fly, your shit spread, because it's different when you're doing it right here, and most motherfuckers don't know that they dead. De-aid or de-ad. De-aid. D. Listen, a D, right? A D was a D. Did you have to have another E there to make the D be a D when it said duh, E? So it said duh, E, which was A, B, C, the E. You know, all the bars are going to see the E. The E, D, D. Then they put a D with that. And, you know, the D and the E was right there, so you can never break that up because they were so close attached, you couldn't see that D was D. D, 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 D. Before you ever had a T and an E, H, or E, you had a D to be D. And then you had an E after that, and then you seen it. You was like, oh, that's D. And then they cut off one of the E's and made that motherfucker an F. You hear me? They cut off one of the L's because they was like, we ain't gonna let them see all these L's. We ain't gonna let them see all these 4 angles right here, because then they'll add that up as well. Which if you would have seen that A, B, that B, and that C, then you seen D and E, you wouldn't have been able to equate an F. They had to break it. So they put the spell in there. It was like how they made an F silent. That's why F's break off into a G and an H. Because after that, you get A, B, C, D, E, F, and then you get the G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And that's how that F became that silent F with it like tough, rough.
Hell yeah.
See, but that F was there before you had the P to be home. But once again, that's why they made that P silent in phone, because that was that power. And that H resembled that F that was there in the unknown, and only a no can see that. That was the phone. The H was the same thing as that F. If you turn it around and you broke it a little bit and you made that little H, you know, that look like that, that's like an F. If you turn it the right way and you break it at another angle, you can still break it. That's why it was showing you that the E was broke off to make the F be what it was. Less than energy, which was the father. They were trying to make father be less than what it was, which was energy, because the E was I. And the I was there after the G and the H to let you know that it was all about I, because it was the little man with the dot, but you couldn't see the same thing when you was looking at a capital I and then you was looking at a capital H, because it would look the same. It's just the way that the H would break. You know what I'm saying? When that motherfucker, they were standing there and they said break, the H turned this one and the I stayed front. And that motherfucker looked the same way. They was like, damn, we was both 2 I's. Now you look like an H. That's where hate came into I. That's why I hate the hate. You know what I'm saying? How you had the 8, well, before the 7 was 8, you was trying to eat something that you had seen before you had to say. This is how they came up with the K, because they was thinking about making a cake, how they was trying to bake it, how they was trying to put it in the oven and trying to make it full of stuffing. This is how they made something out of nothing. Because the K became next to the L. The K tried to kill the L. After the K jumped over the junk and tried to jug him with the hook. It was like, what the fuck was the jug? It was the A, B, C, D, K, and G, H, I, J, K, L, H, I, J, H, I, J. The I had jumped over the L and made the K try to kill the L, because the I was seeing that the K was trying to kill the L because he didn't know that he was M. The K was trying to kill the L because he didn't know that the L was M, which was them. This is how they kind of had to remember all of them. They're trying to add up the scenario so they can relate to them, right? M. Him, M. That's how the E was M, The E was M before M was M. Also, the E was what? The 3, the third. So he also was part of the B. That's how he became part of the B, because he had 2 E's that they didn't see him in that degree. So the E was always there when he was in the 3rd. That's how he was a part of the D before the D got there and the A was there. He was like, damn, he a part of the E. The E was part of the A and the B, the C and the D. That's how they gave you the S and the E. You feel me? Because you had to have 2 eyes to be able to see it. Only when you knew that you was using your 3rd one, which was the original eye, that original C that you had to see that looked like a U and an N. That's where they came with the little U and the N. You feel me? Because it looked like a C when you could see it. You feel me? They was looking at all of this shit. They was like, damn, this shit is too true to believe it. They couldn't equate the equation. That's how they had a queen and a queen and an equation, right? Look, this shit is real truth. I don't know how I made all of this but made it make. How it make it is how you make it, deceive it to perceive. Because once you can perceive it, then it can be. Only if they can get it. And they have to rewind the tape over and over again and be like, fuck, how the fuck that degree like that? I'd be like, I was just following the tree, which was the 3. The tree wasn't even the tree, it was the tree of life. And when you knew that, that's how they came with the T after the R, the QRS, and the T. You feel me? It was because the S, it was the trees, the streams, the stream, the trees. Damn, this shit crazy. They already knew the tree was already in the we and the me because it was in the spell. So it was already down there as a W when he was talking about you and me. You feel me? And the U was a W when they were talking about you and me, because it was like you and me, that's a W. You know what I'm saying? You and me is a W. It was like an I and we. You know what I'm saying? That's a W.
And then we can even take it into the pronunciations and shit. Like, I could say some shit like that wouldn't make no sense to a person that wouldn't understand this. Like, I could say the TH is a D, right? And they'd be like, how the fuck is the TH a D? I'd be like, because I got my homie, the boy, right? And then we know the is the, right? So then that would make the TH on the or the THA or whatever way you want to put that turn into a D by us even just pronouncing the. I went over the nigga's house. I went over so now we ain't saying I went over or there over there. We like they, now we done said they over there instead of there over there. So now we got to change the whole word there just because we pronounce it they. So now if we looking at it written down 100 years from now, they'd be like they over there, man. They had separated the night from day. No. It was Ebonics. It was the way they talk. You see how it's working now? So every so many 100 years, the word play switches. That's why they keep giving us these different spellings and shit and want us to pronounce shit exactly right, because they losing track on how people even talk. And that's why they wanted to shut down Ebonics in the first place.
They put us under different what? Spellings.
Right.
All they did is create another spell to put you under. It's like when I can be able to break down these words, what am I doing? Giving y'all another way to see the spell so y'all can break down the spell in another way. Because all I'm doing is breaking down the spell every time I speak. That's why people be like, bro, you got away with words. No matter where I'm going, I can argue with telling my girl I love you, baby, because she would think that I got to play on words. Literally. Everybody who talked to me now think that I got a gift with words. I got a way to get away with words. I got away with words. They'd be like, bro, you got away with words, bro. And they'd be like, how you be getting away with shit, bro? Because I got away with words.
Yeah, a gift of God.
They'd be like, slow down, bro. Slow down, sir. What are you saying? What are you saying, sir? Come on, don't move. Don't move, sir. Put your hands behind your back. Please just don't move, sir. They nervous. Like, I don't have no weapon on me. I don't have no weapon. You got your gun, there's a problem and everything. What's going on? Spells. What's going on? Why everyone? Spells. They'd be like, what you doing? Why you snapping your hands? Why you doing that? I said, why are you scared and threatened by me? You got all your guns and weapons on me, and I'm not scared. I'm not scared. You steadily telling me to put me down. I'm still standing here. What the fuck you mean? Who is the threat? It's like, why are you talking to me so loud? Why are you so
Guess
aggressive?
what they do? Now guess what they do? Now they try to pump the goddamn kids up, say they got ADHD and all this dumb shit because they so woke. First, they try to settle you by saying, don't jump ahead of the class. Okay, I'm going to try to quit jumping ahead of the class, but you're taking this shit, taking way too long. Now I'm a disruption. I'm a disruption because these motherfuckers ain't catching what you saying, and I know what you saying, but I also know what the next chapter about to say. But I'm this disruption. All right, now I'm in the hallway. I done read, you done set me in the hallway. So I done read about 12 chapters. Now you just made it worse for all week. Yes, you're going to start talking about how the ocean and the moon ties, and that we ain't got there yet down out there. And I'm like, I know we ain't got there yet. Get there. So I just want to go home. This shit ain't even fun no more. You know what I'm saying? Man, I don't know. I don't even know where I was about to take that shit from.
Right, because you ahead of the game, and they mad because you ain't playing the rule. It's like you done played the game at home, and you go over your homie house, and he don't know how to play Mortal Kombat. You know how to do all the goddamn moves on everybody. You know how to do all the finishing moves. He beat you one time and shit. He like, man, how you do a finishing move? You telling him he can't do it. Like, damn, bro, you just like whooping my ass. Like you over there whooping my ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you whooping my ass in this game right now, boy. Like niggas be salty, boy. It make a kid not want to play with you. They be jealous, boy. I've been like that my whole life, boy. All my life, boy. You come to my house to play football, basketball, anything. I'm extra about it. Like I'm playing like I'm on the court, nigga. You run around football, nigga. I'm hitting you, boy. I'm gonna hit your ass. Like if you ain't used to playing like rough like me, nigga, I got a big ass family, boy, and I'm rough. So
Here go a metaphor for a simulated world. This real spill. Also called at the game, right? Playing football or basketball. You come into my house, I done been up all night, baby. You been tripping like you too old for the game. I'm like, I used to be a gamer like a motherfucker. But anyway, smashing motherfuckers. Now here go the metaphor to the simulated thing. Motherfuckers like, man, well, let's just bet $100. All right, started taking money that way to the point we just said, fuck it. We gonna draft our team and let the computer play the computer. We'll put the controllers in the middle, put the money up, and watch the computer play each other. And whoever team win, get the money. It came to the point where we not even holding the joystick no more. We just watching it. And that's a simulation. It's like, because we don't know who's gonna win, but we picked the team. We drafted the team. So it ain't like you
simulation running.
Yeah, exactly. And the simulator runs it, and that's something like what we under. If we keep letting them program us like this, man.
Right. So what is the simulation running under though when you looking at it?
What is it running under? Is running.
Are y'all altering what y'all got, what y'all seeing? Because both of y'all pushing y'all team to win for one. So it's gonna make
no. Here's what it comes to. Like we drafting, right? So it's like it's your pick. You like, man, I'm picking Michael Jordan. That's my pick. I'm going with Larry Bird. So I'm about to build a team thinking of what Larry Bird does on the court. You gonna think of build a team around what Jordan do on the court. So as we drafting our players to try to get the chemistry to see if it simulates on the court for our money. You see what I'm saying?
I know what I'm saying. I know that, yeah. But I'm telling you though, I'm saying no. Now think of this though. Now that motherfucker, as y'all sitting there though, the simulation is running off your thoughts. You like, man, hit that motherfucker, do that nigga Jordan, cross that nigga ass over, pass the ball, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like
they do it. You be like, get it to Kobe. If y'all motherfuckers don't get it to Kobe, they'll swing that bitch right to Kobe and he'll shoot that bitch. It's crazy, bro.
That part.
It's crazy.
What I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now that part, the simulation is running off of what y'all got going on, the light spectrum that y'all are giving it, the energy that y'all are giving it, and who's giving it more attention. Like if y'all don't pay no attention, the game will just run on a different type. It'll run off of algorithm of what they are playing like in the world because they attach to their signal. So they go play to the vibration of the people. Now, but when you there, the game is in the play. It's like when you come in the TV, when you come in the room, right? The TV is just in there operating. And then when you walk in front of that bitch, you don't see the motherfucking screen change and the shit goes, right? And then it tacks on to what you're doing. Like, okay, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, make this. We can't show this nigga that we was just showing this kid this. They can hear you walking in the room because they can feel your vibration of what's coming to the room. Every room is a box that can be controlled. It's like when you okay, like a breaker box. Just imagine the breaker box in your crib, right? You can turn the lights off in your fucking to your appliances. You can turn off the lights to your the power to your fucking to your washing dryer. You can turn off the power to your fucking rooms. You can turn off the garage. You know what I'm saying? Because the breaker box is sending the energy charge to the rooms. It's the same thing what I was telling y'all about the dimensions. See, each body is another dimension or dimension, but your awareness is the realms. While you in the realm that you are in is go by your the awareness is the realm. But every time you go inside of another portal, when you go through a hole, the hole is the portal. So the gateway, the way in and out is the portal to the dimensions. So when you're looking at somebody's eyes, that's the gateway to their dimension of you. They the dimension of you. Their body, their mouth, their operation, their ears, the shit that they hear that you pushing out is the way for you to get into that dimension that you are reflecting. Because when you in the portals, you are reflecting all of the dimensions around you. And that's on a high realm. Now on a low realm, niggas don't even know that they in dimensions and they trying to get out of this what they were talking about in a realm, and they don't even know that this is a realm, like just being. So then when you go into around all of these different portals, you don't even know what a portal is, a dimension. So you just in the realm as a dimension and portal just being. So you just in the realm. You're not a realm. You're in a realm. You're not even a realm yet. See, when you start going up above the realms is when you start going, okay, I'm him, I'm him, I'm him, I'm him, I'm him, I'm him, I'm him. Or I'm her, I'm her, I'm her, I'm it, 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 I'm it. Like, that's the realm. The super realm. The dimension. The dimension that we are going into when you're going through the portals. When you go in the portal, just look at everything, all of everybody as should be realms. But do you know that they are in aware and are they in this motherfucker and walking around in dream state? Can you recognize the fucking agent when you in the it's like being at in the simulation, in the simulation that they had Neo in. When they were showing them how the Matrix operated, he looked at the girl in the red dress walk past. Yeah, stop it. Hold on, stop. Don't let him shoot. He's gonna get shot right now. He didn't know that he was in a realm and agents was all around him. Like, it's nobody but you, Neo. Positive. Only thing that operates is what we got control. We got control because we said positive. Now, outside of this simulation, either you here with us or you one of them. You feel me? If you one of them, you are anybody and everybody at all times, which was they were showing you what Agent Smith is, was really who you was Neo got into the realm and knew that he had to go inside and be Agent Smith to overtake Agent Smith is when you knew that you was the Matrix. You make tricks. Do magic. My tricks. Magics.
The majesticks of it all.
That part.
The magnet of it all, the magnitude.
That part. I'm the magnificent.
I'm the magnificent. Yeah, that's special ed. People ain't hip to that special ed.
And he had special ed, a special education.
Sanity
killed
in
with
it.
Spanish spelling. He was a great wizard.
Wizard of
Special ed.
Oz.
Most people want to listen to an artist named Special Ed because they didn't want to be in special education. When you understand special ed spell, did he make a special ed? Did he give us did he give he gave us a special head?
He said,
No,
I got an
no.
island of my very own. I got a dog. He said, I got a frog. A dog with a solid gold bone. See, he was basically saying his head lands out that motherfucker, man. Keep it 1,000 with you when he said, I got an island of my very own. See, never
Don't you got
mind.
an island of your very own?
I'm surrounded by water. Well, can't nobody come to it? Not technically.
No,
But if
well,
we
shit.
gonna talk like
I say
metaphorically,
when you letting everybody into your world, then, because your world is you.
no, I'm
You
talking
can't
about
live.
literally a
I,
piece of land that's
I'm talking
surrounded by
about
water.
literally.
Right. I'm talking about a piece of land surrounded by water. I know what you're talking about, though. Yeah, I isolate
Hold on.
myself from certain
Where we at
people.
right now? Our land surrounded by water everywhere, wherever we at.
I'm talking about separated from y'all.
Look, you are separated from us. You are you, literally.
No, you trying to take it into something weird. I mean, I get what you're saying. We could talk about what you're saying instead of what I'm saying, but we're saying two different things.
We saying the same thing, but you saying it different because you trying to put it outside
Saying
yourself.
as its totality, no matter where you at, you surrounded by water. I know what you're saying. So in its totality, everybody is surrounded by water. So even that little speck of land you own, that's
How you
surrounded.
spell land?
Huh?
How you spell land? The land, and the land, the lamb. The Omega moves. You remember that they said that I'm the land, the land, the land, the land, and the Omega moves. The Alpha and the Omega. I'm the land, the lamb, and the land, the land. The land, the land. You know how you say, boy, you the land? The land, land? Yeah, nigga, I'm the land, land. The land, land.
Are you the dandelion?
Or am I the dandelion land in the dandy? Or was I dandy being land inside of the dandelions? Was I a dandelion lying as a daisy pushing up daisies or thinking about the days when I was to see or a daisy? Or can I see day? Or day was to be seen before I was even pushing up daisies? Listen, bro. What I'm telling you is, bro, land, land, the land that you're talking about, I land, which is land. First is I is the serpent, the wave. That's what the serpent is, the wave. You know, that's the wave sign. That was they if you knew that energy moved like a serpent, you feel me, like this, and it coils around as it do it. It's just moving everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Energy moves like a wave. This is how water moves, like a fucking wave. You know how we used to do the wave and shit? That's how a nigga could break dance and shit. You know what I'm saying? They
Hey,
ain't know how
you.
to break dance and move our body and shit like that. Cause we used to know how to fucking wave. See, but they used to think waving was this. It's like, that's y'all little simple ass wave. All y'all do is this. Shit, we wave like this. And motherfucking break our bodies and motherfucking move our
Let me give them a
all kinds of
visual.
shit. Like, we can
Hey,
wave like a motherfucker. Like,
let me give them a visual to what you just said. Do you remember that ball, right? And it got the electricity in it. And when
yeah.
you touch the ball, the electricity go right to your finger. You know what I'm saying? And it would be wavy. The electric line that connects to your finger would be wavy. We used
Literally.
to, me and my girl used to touch it to see whose energy was higher, which one had the thicker. This shit weird, ain't it? But anyway, we would both touch each side of the ball. She'd be like, "Yep, you got to pay for the food." Vice versa, like that shit used to be crazy, and it would switch every time. Man, I don't know what side of the ball we was on. I don't know if it was our body temperature. I don't know what the fuck it was, but that ball is amazing to me, and it show you how energy going away. But go ahead. If y'all know what ball I'm talking about. I don't even know if they still make the motherfucker because I want one now. I wish I'd have bought one.
I know exactly what you're talking about. What it do to the God Queen? What's up, man? What's up, Alicia? How y'all doing? Yeah, man, it's all about the signal. The way I was talking about something when I said something about the S, the slave. Oh, the island. The island. The island. Okay. We know it was I, and the wave that we was pushing on the L. The L is you again. I keep trying to show y'all how the L, the angle, or the Ange L, Mike L, the L. You know, you are in hell. He L, double L. He ill, the ill. I ill, the double ill. You are the L's. I is the L. Oh, him. Oh, L. Oh, him. Again, the pitchfork, the four, the fork. You know, the four, the H, the O, him, E, I, O, U. You know what I mean? I just showed you. It show you all right there. The J with the hook. You was sitting there, joke. Hear me? The hook, Captain Hook. Cap, the cap. To put the cap on the mat. The 10. The cap 10. The cap was 10. Hold on, man. Y'all ain't get that. But all right. Island. Land. L-A-N-D. D-N-A-L. The DNA of the L. Still to show you the energy. And I was the energy of the L and N-D. And I was N-D. Or N-D. I was the wave in the L. Allah. A. The angel. Angles. The one who had the angles. Who was Amber. The bird. All right. The able. Ability. A. And then you had N. Being in. Let you know that once again it was you. When you see N, look in. Okay. Then it goes back to letting you know that I was the T and is. I is was in the L, which was the L, and N was the alpha, the A-N was the end, and is DNA. DNA was the DNA of the land, with the DNA was the DNA of the L. The DNA was the L of the land, who made the world with the word. The word was the word. Without word and L, world, I told you, we are in a world word war. A world word war, where they word for the power with words. So the word was created with the creator. The word was created by the creator. The word had created with the creator while he was running with the creator, running with the world while he made all this island. It was I, damn, the land in the land. It was I, the wave when the water that made the water make land, make land, make land. Look, the water was corrosion, the earth roses. It rose when we made all the roses. When we was making the rows of roses from coral to corrosion, we made corals. Literals, we made corals, literally. See order the orals. The orbits are in the orbits, why the orbit with orals. We ordered a bit was even it. We made a little bit before we made a little bit. We made a little more micro bit. For a micro or a microphone, before it had the microphone, we was making the phony bone. Before we had the Tony, we Tony the Tony tone. I ain't trying to sing a song. I'm just trying to get you to follow along with the words and these spells that I'm trying to put on. It ain't a performance. This is just real. It's real performance, the high performance. You know how your car got a high performance? This is a high performance. I ain't even high. I'm just trying to roll up some weed and some gas. I ain't even got to smoke it to fry. It was a day. We even having to be a day in the day. Some days won't even have to have the sack. While I was sitting on my Saturn, it was you under Adder. I was sitting on the top of the Saturn with all the Saturn. Look, it was sat. It was your turn to turn. The turn, the only one to make a turn on the tables. The turn wasn't even to me the turntable. I was just scratching the DJ while he was putting the needle onto the record.
And there you go.
I know niggas hate when I go on the ramps. They be like, that nigga there be goddamn going. Yeah, boy, what the fuck? You be having to listen to that shit. I know when motherfuckers be playing that shit back, they be like, this nigga is crazy, man.
Yeah, shit, man.
This nigga gotta be crazy, bro.
It's called rhyme and reason. Like every word that rhymes, when you rhyming it, it's gonna pertain to the reason. This the secret to freestyling. You can't fuck up. All you do is gotta rhyme this shit. And the rhymes always gonna be the reason on what the fuck you talking about. Like if I'm just like making it happen in the chat and asking questions to lesson that they told me it passed them over their head. I just turned over the bed, cut my live on. I'm on. See, it's always gonna make sense when you rhyming it. Period. You know Riff Raff off Heathcliff, and he used to just be hanging with him, and that motherfucker would just be rapping everything he say. He had the headphones on. Y'all probably ain't hip to Riff Raff.
They don't know about Riff Raff. They don't know about that.
Well, they should need to Google it.
Nah, they know about Riff Raff. We young. We ain't young folks over here. We done grown, bro. This is grown folks over here, man. This is grown folks builds over here, man. This is why we on a spell level. Only certain motherfuckers can be on this level. That's why we in here on this level. Telling you, bro, it's real shit. Everybody can't come in. They got to watch from the outside. They scared to even be shown around. Like motherfuckers who be watching all the time and be spitting the shit afterwards when we get done. You know, they be really watching. They be doing major homework, trying to figure this shit out, trying to take all the gems that they can out. So they be like, so they can try to put it in their way. So that's how you're supposed to do it.
But that's also a different art though too, because I mean, this is how you spread the truth. So I don't knock it. I like when someone is able to take what I say and elaborate on it, because I'm not a good elaborator. You know, I'm done in about 5-6 sentences. But then I hear somebody make a whole lecture out of it, and I'll be like, that was a gift right there. He elaborated. He you know how the teacher be like, I need such and such amount of words for this report. Man, I get 2-3 paragraphs and be like, man, I'm done. And they be like, well, you should have explained this topic longer. You should have said more about detail in this one and that one. And I'm like, for what? If they don't catch that part, then I'm doing the exercise for them. That's where they do the exercise. Yeah, that's where they open their brain like, versus me telling you verbatim, word for word, everything. It's no exercise for your brain. But, you know, they used to give me a C+ for that shit. I ain't give a fuck. I don't got 1,000 words. The topic you gave me, I could have finished that up with a one-liner. The fuck? I gotta go do all this.
My video last night for playing all this music.
I told you they was gonna block it. If you looked at the chat, I'm like, they about to block this, bro, because you was playing like sellouts too. There's people that got them deals, and once the motherfuckers hit mainstream, they don't let none of that rock.
Well, look, man, like I told them in the email, I said, how am I able to play it, but y'all able to put it on y'all platform, and I'm playing it from y'all platform. I didn't go nowhere else but YouTube. So, you know, if y'all want to do it, that's cool, but that's just because y'all under a spell. Y'all don't want to own up to the real shit. How the fuck can y'all use it? And I can go to y'all shit to play it and listen to it, but I can't play it and listen to it.
It's my platform.
The fuck you mean I can't play it and listen to it? I get a copyright infringement because I'm playing it while I'm listening to it on a video. And we're playing the video on the live. And we want people to listen to the music. It was a vibe. God damn. It's like going to a club. Do you give them a copyright infringement for playing the music in the club?
Now they do.
So you can't even play music in the club now.
Well, you gotta pay a fee for paying in that set list, that song. Literally.
So
Lord have mercy.
You changed your avatar, the boy. I see.
That's Sunray.
That's Sunray.
Yeah.
So the boy, Sunray, and Naughty, y'all need to start a international like little side wing. That shit'd be hard as fuck. Where just y'all three on the panel and K go man stuff.
Alright, I just got one thing to say. Alright? You got that money you owe me? You better pay me slowly. Don't move too fast. I'm busting that ass.
Yeah, you got that money.
Can get Ink be in the international? I'll leave Huey over here. Y'all can have Huey for Get Ink. Get Ink to go international. Fuck it.
So you gonna do the little ump?
Huh?
You gonna be little ump? All right, so boom, we got little ump.
No. My parrot, I'm going to give me a parrot. And his name is going to be Big Ink. Bink. Bink, his beak.
Imagine how dope this shit is sound for real. You got Naughty, The Boy, Sunray, and K Gomez.
And Raul.
And it's just all them foreign tongues, right?
Hold on, Misael. Goddamn, don't let me keep on naming, bro. Hold on, I got some more, bro. I'm very well rounded right here. I'm very well rounded. Don't let. Okay, go ahead. Say what you're saying.
Misael, that's the and yeah, I'm doing one tonight. I need all y'all to come into the stream. You should have listened to me, Huey. You could have did this. I'm about to start an international episode, and it's only gonna be y'all motherfuckers that talk with the different lift at a time, and it's gonna be powerful. Watch.
Well, goddamn, how different is my tongue? I talk different than everyone, and I teach my goddamn self. I don't get credit for teaching my own self.
Hey, you've been indoctrinated over here for like 40 years, man. You're not allowed.
Look, am I doing the doctoring now? Am I indoctrinating?
Nah, but you speak of the tongue we speak with, so we talking about. You're not allowed in, Huey. Damn.
Hold on, man. I'm just saying they speak with our tongue too.
You're not allowed in.
Hold on, man. Everyone speak with the same tongue, drop.
You could be the only. All right, you the American in it. Boom. Okay, boom. So we got.
No, I'm not an American. I'm the mirror. Put me the mirror. Let me just be a mirror.
You the American. You the mirror. I can.
Yes.
A mirror. I can.
Mirror. I can. That's what you gotta say to mirror. That's what you gotta say to the mirror. Mirror, mirror. I can. On the wall. I can. Be the loveliest one on the wall. Of them all. On the wall. A mirror. Mirror, mirror. On the wall. Hey, I can be the greatest and the richest God of all the gods. I can be the biggest God of all gods. I can be God of God. I can be good of God. I can be the bad of God, and I can just be the baddest God that I ever want to be. You know how to say, boy, you a bad motherfucker. You ever seen a girl that's so motherfucking fine that she bad?
God, good.
Look, man, you ever seen a motherfucker that was so fine that she was bad? That motherfucker bad.
That's so goddamn smart. She was stupid.
Boy, you already know these young niggas think going dumb is not, boy, they love it. Huey done went dumb. Boy, that boy Huey be going dumb. They be like, boy, that nigga stupid for real. They're like, nah, boy, you really be going dumb. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's insane. I go stupid dumb.
I go stupid dumb. You hear me? Hold on, y'all. Let me get on my jack real quick because I gotta take my son to basketball practice.
You got that money on me?
Hear me?
Slowly.
Let me hold that.
Move fast. I'm bust that ass.
Y'all see my little thumbnail? We all could be living like this.
Paper for about a month straight. No, I said a year. God damn. That boy said a year straight. Baloney. I don't want to hear no more. Yeah, man. I'm about to drop this little song here in a couple days, man. This shit dope as fuck, man. It's called A Gift and a Curse. The shit dope. It's me and like 5 other motherfuckers on there. The shit fire. Watch that shit fire. That double-edged sword. You know what I mean? We could say words backwards, but words still be different words when you turn them upside down too. Motherfuckers don't know that game. You can put nothing but numbers together and get words like 70053 would be like loose. You see what I'm saying? See how that's working? So it's so many different ways to paint these pictures, man. And you know, we babies to this shit for real.
Facts, like 770 is like LOL, LOL, 770 or LLO, 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 the LL. You know, you see that 7, you're gonna see 7 angles. You're gonna see the angles. You're gonna see even in it. You know, they made 7 an odd number, but it got even, like 11. 11 got even in it. So you know it's even, which is 2. It was 1 and 1, which is 2. 7 was 7, which is even, because it was originally the original what? 8. That's how 8, 8, 7. See, 8, 7, because 7 was the original 8. That's why 7 was the original God number. You feel me? It's like the God number, the infinite number. 8, 9, and 9 was in the 9 behind the 8. It was like that's why you had a behind. And after you ate, it had to come out your behind to make it divine. So it went through the whole process from 0 through 8 through 9 through 10. So you could see again. Once it seen 10, it was meant to be paid to 10. 10. That's why you listened to it and then you witnessed. You wit 10. You witnessed it. When you went 10, you was witnessing it. Then this.
And
Mic
shit,
drop.
then you like you say that the 33 is the 8, the 13 is the B. I mean, you can actually just see the shit. You know what I'm saying?
You got that money you owe me? You pay me so. Don't look too fast.
Hey, but for
Don't
real,
bust that.
the third motherfucker on that little thing be dropping, man.
Yeah. What was about the odds? What was this? I can't
You
remember
say
the
what now?
third verse.
Uh,
I
What
can't
you
remember
say?
the third dude and what he said.
yeah, he was the one talking about
Man, who got that Mason flag hanging up like that? That shit fuck with
did
my head.
hey, that's this motherfucker named Huey P.
That's
Gruesome.
you, bro.
Oh.
His name Huey P. Gruesome, and he got that G stand for gruesome, right? He'll be back in the
Word?
yeah. He real deep, like he international, like he a Mason slash roster slash hood nigga. I mean, the motherfucker is everything. He say he the all man. He say he is I, and who I is them, and them is him. And you know that's just what it is, man. He should be back in the manner.
No doubt, no doubt. Appreciate you having me on your platform, brother. I appreciate being on your platform, brother. I got a question for him when he come back. Who is this Sir Drop, man? I've been listening to you for a minute, bro, man. Look, man, I love all the great work, man.
What
I,
is it?
I can't
Two,
even
two, and
believe
one
I'm
is
up
one
here,
is
bro.
seven, seven, seven. It
This
came
is
back to three,
amazing.
and it
I'm up
came to
here, bro.
four,
I
and
don't
then we
even know
went to
what to say,
five, and then
man.
it came to eight. We
I
realized that
really
it
don't
wasn't
even know
pie
what to
inside
say
of
right
mine, and
now.
then we went to five, and we got a try to the potty. We started curry, we started way, and the
No,
cauliflower we ate, and then we baked those on our plate, and then we breathed, and then we had a seed, and then I full breathed, and I found some sound, and I made the play, and then I ate the grain, and then I say, and then I lit it up.
yeah,
Yes,
and then
man. Sunray,
look,
man. I seen you outside yesterday. I was walking in the days. I said, look at sunrise, right? I mean, sunray right in my eyes. He way from Australia. He right here. How did he have a ray in my eye? Damn, I'm finna drop my sun ray off now.
hey, Huey. I
Yeah.
mean, Huey. No, that's nuisance. That ain't gruesome. Look, go check out Sun Ray's beats on his channel, man. Them motherfuckers is fire, boy.
Yeah, I
Look,
know, man. I know. We need to do something, bro.
and
Drop. I'm trying to. I need to figure out how to get you on a jam, bro.
the emails, man. You just send the Gmail. You send a wave. You send a wave link from your wherever, whatever you did.
We need to pick a
And you
beat. We need
send.
to pick a beat and come up with some shit.
No,
Let's do
you
it.
can pick the beat. Look, pick the beat. Put your verse down. Put the hook down. Then send me the wave link, and I'll put it in the studio and put my verse down. Send you the wave link back, and you can send it to anybody else after that. They put their verse down. Send it back to you.
But they
Utilize
better
on the
pay
wave.
slowly. They can't
But
move too fast.
the wavelength,
Their
when
head.
you get it back, you can remix it and master it all together so everybody sound at the same pitch and all that. If you don't
Yeah,
send
you
it to
send
the
him the wave file.
wavelength, you can't reopen it. So it'll be all like it'll sound airy, it won't be all compressed right. So keep it on the wavelength so then when you put it back in your studio, you can open it all the way back up and mix the, if you got to add a adverb or ad libs to our verses or whatever, spice our verses up, have them echoing on certain part. You know how you get down with the mixing and shit. And then boom, finish the whole product, send us all the final project. Boom, we all press it up, put it on our platforms. You know what I'm saying? And get that shit on Spotify and SoundCloud, and then it'll just start getting recognition, you know what I mean? Let alone our YouTube platforms. But that is real simple. I just don't be once I ain't get put on Like Brian, I lost the love for it, far as making it. I just love doing it, so I just do it. But once I was right there, and it was just like, that's when I knew something was tricky with the industry. Something wasn't right. 'Cause you know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers I know in this city, the dopest niggas down there in the world for real on that rap shit. And ain't nobody, they wasn't allowed to. I be looking at it like that. So it made me just say, I'm gonna make music for me. And if y'all hear it, that's cool. But it's still for me and my headphones. They don't even be for the people no more. It's crazy.
Wait, man, you got names for those fish?
Yeah, them African cichlids, them is all from one family. I had
What
the
about
mom and dad.
what about
Listen,
called your fish's dish? Do you got name for them dishes you got right there? Why ain't you making a dish out of that?
that's cool. Listen, them fish that you looking at though, here's what's dope about them. They all brother and sisters. They was one litter. My fish had eggs. I hatched the eggs, and then I had like 50 fish from them motherfuckers. They used to be little tadpoles, but they all brother and sisters and shit. The shit is dope as fuck. I call them the family. But yeah, if I call them dishes, that would, I mean, you can call it whatever you want, long as it resonate with the image you're looking at it, saying it is. You know what I'm saying? You can call it falupos. Or I got falupo patuko. And that can mean something to me, long as I know what the fuck I just said and you know what I just said. We can make up a language that easy. We gotta know what each other's saying though. You know what I mean?
So the
And
fish
when
had
we,
eggs and the
yeah,
eggs hatch. The eggs hatch. And when the eggs hatch, the big fish had to teach the little fish the skills, right? He had to
no, I
teach.
snatched them. No, when the age hatched, I wasn't playing no games. I snatched. But these African cichlids, here's how they do it. The mom lay the eggs. The dad put the sperm on the eggs. Then the mom scooped all the eggs up in her mouth, and she quit eating. Right, she hold the eggs in her mouth till they hatch. Right, then she spits them out. Right, soon as I took the mom out, soon as I saw that she had the eggs in her mouth. When she spit the fish out, I snatched her dumb ass out because she fuck around and eat them. They be crazy, they insane. So boom, I snatched her out, put her back into the other tank with the dad again. They gonna keep doing this shit. But she had all of them. They don't know it, no mom, really, no dad. They don't know it, no other world, no ocean, none of that. All they know is I'm God to them. That's the fishbowl effect. See how that works? I can take that rock out right now and they just had an earthquake, period. I can do a water change. They just had a tsunami. See what I'm saying? I can catch one of them out and they just got captured by the gods from heaven and they mind frame. This is how many realms
But
it is.
karmic
Not,
forces are in balance. You must realize this.
but it's
That's
so
what you
many
are. You are
realms.
that ram. That's you a fish in that ram. You a fish in
You
that bowl. That's
caused
you.
the earthquake, but an earthquake may be caused upon your path in due time.
I'm saying that's just the micro of realms we in. Them fish, they in the realm. Outside that tank is another realm. Outside your body, another realm. Outside of that spiritual thing, and it goes infinite. There's no you reach the final realm. Nah, you just gonna create a new one if you reach the highest ones that ever been reached. And then you know you can disappear and reappear, and motherfuckers looking at you like, what the fuck did he just do? You know what I'm saying? They get to calling you Satan himself or God himself. He's like, nah, I'm just woke all the way. And it might take you several lifetimes coming back here to get your celestial being that strong. That's what people don't understand. When you resurrect, you come back stronger because you already lived a whole nother life. This is where you get the old soul from. You got an old soul. That little kid been here before. They came back so many times. Their energy so powerful. Then you still got idiots being born. They babies for real. Probably 12th time they came back. But you done came back 3, 4, 500 times. You a little kid. You looking at motherfuckers like these motherfuckers is dumb as fuck. But you can't even. You gotta learn their lingo, which they speak upon, and this, that, and the third, for you can even communicate it. So they indoctrinate you so you can't wake them up. They said you got an imagination. When it was real shit you was imagining. And they said, well, you got a great imagination. You a kid. No, that was real, man. And once they tricked you into thinking it was just your imagination, then what the fuck happened to our imagination? Why the fuck we just don't be imagining shit now? It's because they destroyed that gift. That's a fucking gift to be able to talk to dead people and see shit that other people can't fucking see. Having a fucking imaginary friend. You really got a friend and they telling you fucking don't. Okay, I know I don't literally sing, but the energy is right here and he fuck with me. And we kicking it. We playing catch outside. I'm catching the ball with my goddamn self. Okay, we get that part. But that was something real. Just because you can't fucking see it. And they took that from us as kids, man. You ever saw a kid playing with cards by wrestling two men? You got two he-men and he wrestling them. He playing with himself, but that's something else playing with him. And they took that from us, man. Period. They called it weird. They called it all this, that, and the third. Psychotic. They'll be done put your kid in a straitjacket for being smarter than them. Fuck. Stuck a syringe in his arm. We need to calm him down. You'll be like, man, it's crazy, bro. I don't know why y'all got all quiet on that one. It's cool though. I ain't tripping. If you got that money,
You're moving too fast.
You better pay me slowly. There go HUEY P. Gruesome. What's up, bro?
What's up, God? How you doing? How you doing? Good.
We had this motherfucker in here. He was gonna ask you some questions, man.
Oh yeah, the boy left. The boy left. I seen him. Goddamn, he leaves as soon as I come in. Look, that's how time works. See? One time you see me, sometimes you don't. Roll up the gun. Go ahead. Talk to me now. He's here. Go ahead. Say what you gotta say. Hear me.
Hey, did you know we ain't supposed to smoke weed? We supposed to literally eat the buds. And that's what I mean that.
Oh man, you gonna turn me into a weed eater.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's how it feels once you smoke it.
We was the deed or the do. It was do. We was do. Over do. Literally.
We got to get hip to this sea moss too. I've been looking up if you eat sea moss.
Oh, true that.
Oh, I drink it in my smoothies every day.
Bullshit, motherfucker. You lied. But it is good for you, man. That shit. And the phytoplankton. The plankton.
Show us some sea moss and then we'll take the stigma off you.
Yeah, that's right. If you can pull out a bottle within the next 2 minutes.
You about to go to the store. What's up, T-Wag, man? One world, one hood.
Phytoplankton. Do you guys call that shit beetroot, man?
Hey, Lord, I need help. My seeds need your help. So help me play these cards that are never done.
I forgot my baby drunk the last of it last night. You lucky. I just want to get it. I hate when someone call me a liar.
Hear me, Lord.
Hear me, Lord. Y'all,
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Told you.
Y'all, I can't.
I ain't saying you're a liar. I'm saying right then and there it was
look,
a fear.
Right? Big Ink boy, he gonna be like, hear me, Lord. All right. When I say hear me, Lord, he gonna be like, I do. All right. I me. All right. Doing all that shit.
I think we need to focus on
What, man?
What?
We need to focus on things that make us happy, right?
What about the things that make you sad?
If the things that make you sad come in between the moments that make you angry, but then you find you're confused within moments of delusionment and frustration, come and see HUEY and talk about World War III.
Hear me, or World Word War 3. It's not even tree. It's tree. It's a World Word War tree. See, they're not gonna get it.
A weird word world war.
A weird. That's wired. Wired. Okay. A wired world. Weird world. Wire. Word for war was raw. Don't nobody want to go into nothing raw. Y'all be mad. Well, I be going in busting in that thing raw. Dude, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, because raw was like war. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yay, shimmy, yay. Give me the mic so I can take it away. On for the natural charge, born for yards. Year of the home of the guard, the Brooklyn squad. You hear what he say? He said, off on the natural charge, bar for yards.
I thought
Year
he
from the
said,
home of the guard, the Brooklyn squad. Wu-Tang Killer.
bees on the swarm.
Hear me? The killer bee.
Thank forever.
The
Peace to
killer
the
bee.
gods. How y'all, man?
What's going on, man? How you feeling, bro, man? How you doing, man? Everything cool with you, man?
Was they talking about that shit then? They was telling us then.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
you know,
just listening in,
Osiris was
player.
a motherfucker, brother. Old Dirty, that nigga was killed, bro.
Definitely was that.
Huey P
God.
ain't gonna let you talk. I'm telling you, Huey P ain't gonna let you talk.
How do you repeat that deal? That's that walking dictionary, man.
Here,
Yeah,
bro. I was just thinking about dictionary, right? When he was talking about what he was talking about something else, Airy. What else he was just talking
Sir
about?
Drop gonna cut himself
Hey,
up.
I say Huey P. Irie.
You know I'm Irie. I'm from
Irie.
Erie. I'm from Erie and I'm Irie. Erie. You know how they said, here he. The Erie. The pirate lyrics to performer Leary. Hear me? Lyrics.
Job was just saying
rigorously. Rigorously.
be irritating people.
No more. It's rigorously. Hear me?
He said vigorously. Tell him Huey P.
Rigorously.
Straight like that.
That's Huey P.
Straight like that.
Subscribe to Huey P channel.
You go get that new sense.
I need one of them to have a goddamn
You have subscribed to Huey P within the next 5 minutes. You will get a praise.
I want both of them to subscribe. All them
Through
to
subliminal.
subscribe, okay, we finna hear some clarinet, y'all.
Rubber still skin.
Go ahead, blow the clarinet, man. We know you want to play your clarinet.
Hold up, bro. I'll beat your way.
Play your clarinet, man. Ain't to play. I guess he said that we up here blowing smoke. That's why he want to blow his horn. He said we up here blowing our horn. He want to blow his. Go ahead, blow that motherfucker.
You got two this morning.
Hold up, bro. Don't be disrespectful.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good, man. How you doing, Plant Face? How you doing, brother?
Pretty good.
What's up, man? How you going? What's going on in Canada today, man? Is it good? What you got the good can? What's up, good video? You need a man. Go call your man. Is you ready, man? Ready, man? Man, ready or what?
What made you use Plant
How
Face?
you going, mate?
Right, because he realized.
Shut the fuck up, cunt!
He realized that he the tree of life, right? That's why he got a name like Plant Face. Would I be wrong?
Nah, yeah, you wrong, man. He put Plant Face because it was an auto name and shit, and he just ran with it. Ain't that right, Plant Face?
Plant face because it's plant base.
Nah, he wanted to be a face plant. That's his original plan.
Real shit. Hey, Plant Face, that's your gamer tag on your Xbox, right?
Yes.
There you go. I'm real smart, man. I know how to get to
Hey, sir.
And it was an auto name they
Sir,
gave
drop.
you, right? When you put your subscription in, right? Yeah.
Hey, Sir Drop. Sir Drop, I watched your video. I watched your video this morning about the brother struggling with the Bible and God and that. It's kind of hurt to see a guy, you know, and not believing in a God.
But polite be striking grass points though. But go ahead.
I just observe nature, and that's where I believe in a creator. Like, this stuff didn't happen by accident.
Now, if you listen to Polite on that video, listen right quick. No, he responding to something. Now, look, if you listen to the beginning of that video, right? He never took credit from the Most High. Polite never took discredited the Most High. He was talking about the stories in it. You see what I'm saying? And then OG came back in telling him, nah, ain't not. Yeah, it's a nice video. Y'all just gotta watch it. But go ahead, Huey.
When this happened?
No, I posted a video up earlier today, man. I just put two ideologies together so they can so people can get both edges of the sword instead of, because there's too many people that's one-sided. It's insane. I ain't cutting nobody. I'm talking about it's people that's so one-sided that they don't open their mind up to
you're gonna cut both sides of the sword. You're gonna cut them one way and then you're gonna stab them this way, or you're gonna slice them back the other way. Are you gonna swing it this way? They better walk that fence.
They gotta walk that fence you was talking about. They gotta walk that tightrope. They gotta stay right between and no. Yeah.
They scared of walking, bro. But I like the way you stab them. Are you gonna stab in the shoulder blade? You gonna hit them on the top of their head, or you gonna hit them in the gut? You're gonna hit them.
I'ma just want to know what they think, what resonate with people.
So what are you swinging? How are you swinging your blade? Are you trying to stab or kill? Or are you just trying to injure a will?
No, I'm just like back up. My blade is back up, and then you get cut every how I gotta cut you.
Oh, say so you just want to show the weapon. You just want to say, "Hey, man, I got my weapon," and then they gonna say, "Okay, I got one too." Boom.
Okay, but then I'm a guy, so the bullet just gonna be like that's Sir Drop, and it's gonna miss me, and I'm like,
oh yeah, that's the sword. He ill.
Or the sword, you gonna swing it, I'm gonna weave it, and I'm gonna look at you like,
oh my God, he's real. He real. It's going on right now, y'all. Y'all don't know it. The war is going on right now for our spirit in the mind, and he is fighting right now. He is in the world shadow boxing with the demons right now, and he just let them know. Look, much will that you think that you had over me, bro. Y'all can never outstand it. He's like, when you grab me, you know how who was that? Gambit? No, not Gambit. Who was that? Is it Phoenix? Jean? You can touch. You don't want her to touch her. Oh, who is that? Rogue. Yeah, Rogue. The Phoenix. That's what Drop is.
Mm-hmm.
Come touch this shit if you want. He is the electric fence. See, some people don't want to straddle the fence because it got high voltage on it. That's why you can't straddle the fence. It's a high voltage. Y'all ain't hearing that. That's all.
Yeah, man, I hear it. Drops that motherfucker. Nobody wants to go near it. Nobody wants to touch.
Like this. I'm talking about my aura.
Like it stinks.
It's on my aura for real, right?
Hey,
you can walk up to me, right?
You know the
punch me in my mouth.
You know the electric fence.
Hold up, bro.
You know the electric
fence. I was talking, bro. So look.
Hold up, bro.
So look, you could punch me in my. No, I'm just fucking with you, plant face. Go ahead. I can say it a little bit later.
Sorry, man. You were saying about the electric fence.
Cut yourself off.
Yeah, I cut myself off. Somebody trying to talk. Hell yeah. I like to listen. I don't like to talk. I like to learn shit, man. I be listening to
y'all. There was a window.
I ain't a teacher.
You know how many fires and deaths we've got going on at the moment? It is we are going through a state of fire.
I got 16 people watching. I should have 16 replies, whether it's up good, a hey, a chat, or whatever it is. You know, let us know you in here and you're a real person. You just not a robot. If you are on the outside looking out, and I'll be like, I don't be seeing them this way, it'd be the robots, it'd be the androids coming in, trying to find the rhythm, the algorithm to take to their other channels. That's what they got. What they call the little thing they got on now and on the shit, the little iBot.
You know the electric fence?
Yeah, hit the like button.
Electric fence or the electric vents? How the electric vents?
What about the electric fence, man?
Okay.
Like, that's like the fifth time you said it.
You gotta match the voltage to climb that motherfucker.
If you grab somebody,
the events, the electric events or the electric fence is the voltage. which is voting. That's why you got to match and you got to combat the voltage because they just trying to get a charge. This is why they all out charging. When you go to the store, you go get to do what? Run up a charge. When you're running through something, you're utilizing a charge. You got to charge your car. You got to go charge your battery. Everything is about a charge, literally.
To a basketball player, they call that what? A charge. Yeah, that's deep, bro.
Hey, guess what a charge is, y'all?
A shot.
No, rage. It's the chi, the rage of the chi. If you take charge and put the rage in front of orange and make the rage, and then you got the chi. That's why you know you. It's that point where you go. That's why I'm always at high voltage, where I'm always at the point of no return, where I can just flip at any minute because I'm at 0 point. I'm always at the point where I'm at fury. I'm at the point where I'm ready to explode, literally, because you got to be able to charge your energy up enough.
When you channel your when you get your mind, body, and soul channeled in together, I believe you will be able to do something ludicrous like this. You will be able to have a glass of water, drinking that motherfucker while doing sit-ups and reading a fucking book. You would be able to do all three at one fucking time easily if you all do it.
You just did
Busting a nut on the girl's face.
With some water.
You was just drinking water, doing sit-ups, and walking through water on the sun while you was dancing in the moon. Literally.
Word.
Yeah, I understand that part, but the part I'm saying is I want you to lay down on the ground with a glass of water. And I want you to do 50 sit-ups, drinking your water, reading a book, and tell me what that book says when you stand up. And then you all the way.
All right, let me do it. Let me do it right now. Let me show you right now.
Don't do it, man. I'm just
right now. I'm landing. I land. Wherever you lay is where you land. Lying. Where I'm lying at. I'm lying right here. I'm laying. And I'm sitting up. I'm sitting up so much that you can't even tell that I'm sitting down and I'm sitting up. So much that I'm doing it like this, you can't even see the heart thrust, right? Because it's operating so fast right in front of you. Like, remember again, right? It's 19 of us. We are all sitting down. Some of us are sitting up, right? If I'm sitting down, but I'm sitting up, how many sitting downs and sitting ups do I got to do before 50 wasn't enough? Because I'm doing it right now. How many books am I reading when I'm speaking and I'm reading all two of us, and I'm speaking them all right now. Each word is a sentence, or each letter is a word, and I'm speaking words, a whole bunch of words. I done spoke a whole bunch of books. It's about the sentence that make you get booked. When you go get arrested or arrest, when you get arrested, you go get booked. When someone is when get arrested. When get arrested, right, you go get booked and you get sentenced. How many times do you get sentenced before you sit down and stand up?
And that's the book of numbers. Now listen, that's why when you get booked, you do a sentence and numbers. They don't really give you wordplay now. Once you get booked, use a number. Your jacket a number. You a file. You in the wall. You in a drawer.
Oh,
that's dropping that.
Wow, you in a drawer. Damn, that's deep.
Good.
You are in a drawer. What's a drawer? A drawer. A drawer. You are in a drawer. You are a drawer. What do you do? Withdraw. Withdrawing you account. You get an account. An account. You need an account. You need somebody to have an accountant of what you have did, a record of your actions, which is an accounting. Someone who can count your currency, your energy, your mood, your motion.
Going on fast. And filling up the cases, filling up the drawers,
filling up your drawers. Pull up your drawers. Don't let your drawers show when your pants sagging.
Filling up the cells.
It's a weird world word war. I got it down.
For real.
Rigorous.
Part 4. That's the World War Part 4 instead of World War 3. This weird word world, whatever I said the first time. 4. Hey, and now it's all about the thoughts. Now it's the thought patterns. This is the new wave. This is the new global warming. This is the new cold front. And that's why it's getting hotter now, because more people woke. So when that cold front come through, them winters ain't like they used to be when everybody was asleep, fucking 10, 30 degrees below. The winters now up here in Ohio, that shit been averaging out to like 40
Man,
degrees.
shut that shit up. I want to hear some about these electric fence.
Oh, that man.
Not a joke.
Nobody come outside till we come back in. We going to the backyard, bro. We got to. No, I'm just fucking with you. One World come up here, man. See, One World be pompous with this information.
Yeah, he don't come on here and drop the goddamn free energy on the sign.
Am I grand? Do I need to come up there and illustrate to you people? Come on, One World. Gentlemen.
See.
Can I tell a little story about the electric fence?
Go ahead,
Go for it, bro. Go. Please. I've been waiting.
So if you have a electric fence and you got rubber boots on and you grab the electric fence, you'll just get a little shock from the electric fence. If you got rubber boots on, it'll just be a little shock. But if you grab somebody's arm who doesn't have rubber boots on, they'll get a massive shock. You won't get a big shock. You'll just feel it in the hand that you're touching the fence with and the hand that you grab the person with. And they'll get a massive shock right to the ground.
So with a transfer like a adapter, that's cold as fuck. That's deep, right?
Yeah, it needs a ground, right? So like if the horse leans against the electric fence, it gets a big shock because its feet are grounded. But if you got rubber boots on, you don't get a big shock. But if you grab someone, they do.
And
what
that's
if you grab
crazy.
their hand and they palm sweaty?
No, the bottom that's facts too. The bottom line is that's the same experiment when you was in like the fucking 3rd grade and you would slide your motherfucking feet across the library floor and touch somebody and it'd shock them.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember doing that? Now what he's saying is if you got them boots on, the energy is not going to be able to stabilize it, but you can still transfer it. So now we got to understand, okay, to transfer the energy, we just don't need to ground it until it gets to the source we need it grounded. We just need to spin it through. You see what I'm saying? So imagine 100 people with 100 boots, but we trying to get the energy to shock this source over here. I mean, I'm just saying as an elementary level, 100 people hold each other's hand while they touching that electrical fence to the last person without boots to transfer the energy. You see what I'm saying? So we can stretch it far as we want to stretch it, just off human power, though.
Yeah. Conductors of electricity.
But if we can figure out a way to do it artificially, and that's what they doing, man. They figured it out. We got to figure out how to keep it ungrounded till we get to the source.
Mm-hmm.
Keep what? You say that again? Keep what grounded?
Keep it ungrounded. The source of energy we pass, and this is where, you know what I'm saying? Just like he said, the rubber boots on the ground. If he grab an electrical fence and touch you, you gonna get all the voltage. You ain't gonna feel nothing. So you put 100 people in a line with rubber boots on, and it's gonna pass through all them to the positive source that don't got the boots on, that's not grounded. You see what I'm saying? So we got to figure out how to pass the energy to make the energy worth anything. You see what I'm saying?
Strengthen the energy, strengthen the force of the voltage.
Yeah, the strength of the volts and the voltage is us taking off our shoes and connecting with self. When you taking off your shoes and your boots.
No, listen.
Then you're gonna earth. Then you're gonna ground.
Listen, the ground is the fence that you walking on. Right?
I grew some plants in a big pot outside, and I put a wire in the soil in the pot and attached it to a big cable I have in the ground. And those plants with the wire attached to the ground, they grew way better and look way greener than just the plants in a pot without a wire.
Nah, I never heard no shit like that. That was cold. I don't know, Plant Face making up for that.
I did that this year.
Cool world.
Yeah, Plant Face. Why did you play the clarinet that day, man? Because we weren't gonna fuck with you because you did that. What made you just start playing the clarinet when you had got on the panel and shit? I always wondered that. It ain't no strike at you. I just wondered the psychology of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I was losing it.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, all right.
I do that.
Hey, look at the king of the mountain on my fish tank. Straight gangster. He the only one that go right there, man. That's the middle of the tank. That's the north pole of my tank. And he found it. Now watch, when they get big, that's gonna be the ruler of the tank. Watch. Guaranteed. I've been doing this shit for like 20, 30 years.
Hey,
Yeah,
Drop, I heard you spill that Aquaman shit. You just gave us that Aquaman vision.
hell yeah. Look, now people want to come when he left. You see how they coming to the hood? Look, he like, hold on, y'all niggas, y'all know when I come back, they coming, they see the foreign object, which is my camera, right? And they keep coming up to it like, what the fuck is that? Hold up, bro. What's that, bro? That shit foreign. What's that, bro? And that's what they keep going right to the camera. And then they'll swim away like, it ain't dangerous, but we don't know what it is. Now they conversate. Well, we're gonna attack it. We're gonna attack it. This is how we're gonna attack it. We're gonna keep the decoy right there. We're gonna make sure, you know, and guarantee you them fish can feel this energy coming from this technology, man. Or they wouldn't even know to swim to it. Do you know that they can't see a mirror, but they know they all look alike? They never saw themselves, mind you, but they know they all look alike. It's something you just know, man. You don't have to. A blind man know what the hell you look like and know what he looked like. You're born with it.
And you know that was marine biology you was dropping too, Sir Drop, describing how you seen them do their reproduction and everything like that.
Hell yeah, I saw him do it, and I had to intervene and make it successful. Because mind you, when if I'd have had them in a tank where they was born in, the other fish would have just ate them off top, bro. It'd have been feeding. So I really had to use the hand of God to even make these motherfuckers possible of life. Or the other fish would have just ate the whole fry or ate the whole litter, but it's called fry. They'd have just ate them soon as they was born. You got big ass fish in this tank. These motherfuckers looking at that like a snack. You know what I'm saying? So I literally had to scoop them out, put them in, I had to buy a whole nother tank, bro. I had to buy a whole nother tank just so they can survive. And that's what's really going on, man. These realms is enabling us to survive, man. And without different realms, man, our shit would end. Period.
That's what I'm saying. Just like how you explained it, you the overall god to those fishes. You know they got that sync that sync with you, just like you got that sync with them to be able to bear witness to their world, and then transfer the sights you've seen in their world and attribute that to your reality, to our reality, the way you brought it to us. You know, people don't think that we as individuals are scientists and everything that, that we look at all biologists and everything, but you just right there just drop and identify that the research and the study of whatever you studying, you could ultimately come out with a what they call them hypothesis and everything, but in your terms, in your format of expression, and reach the people, not only informing them, but also giving them an example of a marine biologist coming from home, not having to go to no oceans and stuff like that to study these creatures and learn how much we are, in fact, the same type of beings in this world, just got different, atmospheric pressures and everything like that.
Hell yeah. Because look, if I take that fish out the water, right, it's gonna pray to God that it can breathe again, and it's praying to me because I got the power to put it back in the water. Vice versa. If I dive in that ocean, I'm gonna pray to God. Something's gonna have to pull me out of that ocean, guide me back to shore. You know, God, or whatever that is. But you know what I'm saying? So you will have a dolphin that breathes air, understand that you can't breathe. That's why the dolphin saves you from sharks. If you drown in a dolphin to lift you up to the fucking surface without a wild dolphin, not no SeaWorld dolphin, a wild dolphin will save your life because it understands you breathe air. A whale will save your life. You breathe air. Something that don't breathe air just eats you in there. They're the gods down there when you jump in that ocean. You know what I'm saying? It's the same, it's vice versa. It's the same thing. If I turn myself to the size of them fish and jumped in my fish tank, I'm gonna have to bow down to what the hell going on in that fish tank. I'm cool once I'm out here. Let me get in there. I'm nothing. Let me dive in that jungle. I'm nothing. I'm nothing. What they say it ain't where you from, is where the fuck you at. And that's real as shit in the world.
Facts.
The rules change everywhere you go. If I go to Africa, my city slick and shit don't mean nothing to them. They looking at me and they live on a different code. And then I leave there and go to Russia. All the shit I know is a whole different code. So you either dope or you fucking ain't, man. Period. And you're not gonna be dope everywhere. You're not gonna be smart to everybody. You're not gonna be dumb to everybody. You're not gonna be hard to everybody. You're not gonna be soft to everybody. Just be you. And whatever come from that, that's what the fuck come from it, man. And you'll be able to take it on the chin.
Do y'all hear him, players? Do y'all hear him? Cause he dropping his major science right there.
Yeah, that's that wisdom, man. It ain't even got nothing to do with who is Melchizedek or what's Argartha or where the North Pole at. This is just straight
Raw.
living, man. Yeah, straight living. How you should do.
How about you? How you flip that raw? You get war. It's infinite, and you see how that information just come infinite, straight raw.
Hell yeah, straight raw. They say you dog God, you ass backwards.
That
You know how that goes.
right there.
You can dog in yourself, man. That's what they mean when they like when you make something better than yourself, that they consider that dogma, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that backwards is am God. I am God. So why would I make something bigger than me, right? And call it a God, right? And that's why you had the Dogon tribe who said, well, fuck it then. Since y'all gonna make them gods, we're gonna call ourselves the Dogon tribe. Now look at Dogon backwards. What is that?
No
God, right? And so that's the first war. Never mind that part, man. Let me get back to my weed.
I feel you. Straight drop. Niggas don't be here for drop. Straight drop. You hear
that? I make sure they don't hear it. I took that shit nice and sweet for the smart people to catch.
You want them to say they get it. Once they get it, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
If you get it, you can see it, you can get it, you can touch it, it's yours. Meaning everything. You gotta know it. You gotta own up to that fact.
That's like, what it is.
It's a fact.
And what's funny, man, is we can't look through each other's eyes, right? And I think I heard you touch on this too, Huey. We don't know what the next man's seeing. We just know we all seeing the same thing. That don't mean it looked the same on what we seeing. So now that we can both correlate, that's purple. But your purple might be green. My purple might be red, but we still agree that that's purple. So the spectrum I'm looking from, it, people can be blue to me, and that's brown to you, and red to you. But once we say, yeah, everybody brown people, we still don't know the actual color everybody's seeing. You know what I'm saying? My brown might be turquoise, but we all learned that that's brown. So when I'm looking at turquoise and you looking at red and you looking at green at the same time, and the teacher say that's brown, okay, that's brown. So every time I see green, it's gonna look turquoise. Every time you see turquoise, it's gonna look green, and the teacher called it brown. So we still seeing brown. It's sort of like the saying, do a dog seeing black and white? You can't see through the eyes of something else. So we can look like I can be looking blue to somebody, but it's the same. Brown would be weird to that person, put it like that. My actual brown. You never know, man. I can't get in your head and do that shit. I can't look through your eyes. I can't wear your shoes and feel your pain. I can't.
Right.
But I am strong enough. Like if you give me a back when I was little, right? Me and my cousin used to swap clothes and shit, right? But I can really feel his presence and aura, like if I wore his shirt to school. You know what I'm saying? Or like we motherfucking trade shoes or something. There's some hood shit. I can feel the indentations in the shoes. I was different from my foot. And I still have a different vibe just from wearing somebody else's clothes, man. It's where they get that voodoo doll shit at, get a piece of your hair and really crazy. That shit real.
I feel you. Like what I say, what I get from that is like when I look at pyramids and then I look at each and every one of us, you know, we firmly square rooted, but it's to the point. You feel me? Everybody standing firmly on their own square, but it's rooted to the same point. Just like how you said, the visions are actually gonna be different, but it's meeting at that same point to where the teacher say it's brown, but we seeing what we see, but we meeting at that point of brown. You feel me? Along with all and everything else that brothers touch on and the cycle of this energy. You know, we got our vision into it, but it's our vision is squared, but it's rooted to the point.
Yeah.
That's where that parallel meets. And here we always bring it up, that 0 point. You know, where you parallel, you balance out. What that meets, a 0 point. And then just like the exchange of information would get you to 0 point. Just like you said, when you combating and stuff, like y'all brothers saying it, where you expect to meet that 0 point. But first it gotta start with you at that point, you know?
Hell yeah, gotta start with that seed. Gotta start with that zygote. They gotta start with that first raindrop. They gotta start with something. Because yeah, you can't get, I don't care who you is. Give me something from nothing. And I'll give you $1 million fucking dollars, man. If it ain't a thought, then that's the only thing you can give me from nothing. And that still took a brain and you to think it, so I ain't even tripping on that part. It's just you gotta know it's something bigger than what the fuck we thinking, because something had to create the thought. And then once we start saying that goes into infinity, because you're gonna keep being able to say, well, what created that? What created that? What created that? So then by the end of the day, it's gonna come out to you created it. Okay. Then if you created it, what created you? And you can keep asking the question. And that's where you get infinity from. Because there's no end to the question. There's no end to the frame of distance of time that they want to give us, for lack of better words. So once we know ain't no beginning and no end, then we get Alpha and Omega. You know, they figured that much out, but that's the only thing they figured out, to keep it 100 with you. And everything else is everybody else's ideology, whether you right or wrong. It's still something you have to believe. You have to know it yourself, but other people will still have to believe you, regardless. if they're not experiencing what you experiencing. So it's still a lying system. It's still don't nobody know the truth. That's why you're not reborn with consciousness. You only reborn with the gift and the art of maintaining your consciousness at a faster rate. But you're not gonna be reborn and know that you was on a panel today. That's the reason for that.
Yeah.
So you can't. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's
Just keep.
beyond equivalent depths, man. Can't go high. You ain't going high enough. You ain't going low enough. But we going.
If you get too woke, man, they'll put you in a loony bin, bro. They'll give you the whole thing, and you really looking at them like, nah, the God really told me to fuck Trump up, bro. And they'll be like, man, you doing life in prison. He said he's crazy. And nah, that motherfucker literally probably was about to blow a whole bunch of shit up. And I told one of those warriors, them fucking Vietnam vet warriors that they done train, kill him or he's gonna kill 10,000 innocent people. And that motherfucker go kill him, and then they say he crazy. No, entity really said, man, to say these lies, bro. Go fuck dude up. You see how that works? And you will go to jail for that shit. They'll say you was crazy. So then you gotta ignore the demons and angels. Because the angels will tell you to do some shit to fuck somebody up too. The demons is to protect your angels. The demons is not to be opposed on people. They protect the angels. They protect the good in you. And if anything opposed to good, somebody breaking your house, you're gonna use a demon to shoot them. Like, get the fuck out of my house. What the hell is you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? The demons that protect the soul in you, put it like that. And they only want to protect the angels because they know the angels is the good side of you. And the good side of you is what need to be dished out into this universe. But if something opposed the good side of you, man, them demons are snap like that, man. You be that dog shit out of somebody just because you already felt the energy, and you might get beat up after you slap them. That don't even be the point. You're like, wow, bitch, back up on me. Like that, like because they done opposed your angels. If you ain't the aggressor, you probably right. If you ain't the retaliator, you right. 9 times out of 10, man.
Yeah.
If ain't nobody did nothing to you and you doing something to them, you wrong.
Yeah.
Minding this goddamn business.
Word. Like
That's
when
a bully mentality. Go ahead.
like when they showed us in the cartoon, if you ain't able to sit there and talk to the devil on you, whichever way they got it, they show you the devil on the one shoulder and the angel on the other shoulder talking to you, like the cartoons used to do.
Hell yeah.
I
I
mean,
remember that shit too.
if you ain't got that pause, just like you said, you slap you the reaction to it, you know. But each one is protecting it, the other, because it's you in that infinite war.
You
Everybody.
ever heard the motherfucker say, hey man, look, I ain't trying to fight you, dog. He's
Uh-huh.
holding his demons back. His demons already know he about to get in a fight. Once you even say that, you about to get in a fight. But the demons like, I got you. A motherfucker be done punch you in the mouth, you won't even feel that shit because you already saw it. You like, okay, you done punched me, okay. Now my demons done took over.
Yeah.
I hope somebody else's angels stop me. So now I got you in a chokehold, right? Demons done blacked out on you. Boom, you done punched me, you done crooked my chin, the whole thing. But I'm finally winning. It was a hard struggle for me. Boom, rear naked choke, boom, we land on the ground, choking you the fuck out. If don't nobody break my demons, my angel's gonna fall back. Somebody will have to break it up before you a limp body. So now you in my chokehold, you dead. I finally snapped back to my regular self. I got a murder charge. And I'm like, damn, I was losing this motherfucker, man. If I'd have let him go, I thought he was going to finish beating me up, whatever. If don't nobody intervene with their angels to break that spirit up that's going on right there, you a dead motherfucker, man. And I'm gonna feel sorry about it, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to snap myself back into once we engage into physical. It's physical. You grab me, you hit me, you push me, you know what I'm saying? I got other people, I gotta survive for other things now. So now, boom, you in the chokehold, bam. And I wrap my legs around your fucking body, I'm pulling back, and goddamn it, you gonna die if they don't fucking get me off you, bro. I'm not gonna be able, I don't have the mind capacity to say, let him go, he get the picture. Because what if I let him go and he didn't get the picture? And then I end up getting fucked up. Fuck all that. I ain't letting that motherfucker go to somebody break us up and hold him away from me. Period.
Right. That's that
And I
survival.
probably still bite by niggas, man. I don't know. I'll be want to pick that nigga on a breakup part.
How about that killer instinct? How about that's that killer instinct right there? Survival mode, killer instinct. You know, it's in everybody. Like you
Just
said,
leave me alone, though. Just leave me alone and won't nothing happen never. You ain't gonna kill me. I ain't gonna. Ain't nothing gonna happen. We're gonna be the best. Leave me alone. I'm gonna leave you alone. Matter of fact, when we bump, like say we bump, and then I'm gonna be the one to be like, my fault, even though it was your fault. I'm gonna still be like, my bad, bro. It's cool, and I'm gonna keep it moving. I know your bad. Who hasn't then you done poked me right now? Boom! I done grabbed your hand. I just grabbed your hand out of reflexes. My demon grabbed your hand, and then you yank away. Now my demon's like, you got that. I didn't intend for none of that. I tried to keep walking with baby to the fucking table and sit down and eat, bro. But one thing, two things, three things. Now boom. Something happening crazy, right? And if I win, I'm the wrong guy, and I was just trying to keep it moving.
On the defense.
Yeah, and the one that win is the one that gets the charge, man. That's just how it works, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucked up because that's what happened to me in a restaurant for real.
Yeah.
And I was just more or less like I'm grabbing baby, like because really the reason why I wasn't a straight reaction because I got baby. Come on, baby, la 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 la, boom 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 boom. But and then but now it's all real. And they accused me of almost exciting a fucking riot. How the fuck? I don't even know this motherfucker. And look, man, I'm outweighed by 100 pounds, everything, the whole thing. I can't help it. He a bitch. He the one was probably showing out for somebody. I don't know what he was doing. But you picked the right one at this point in particular time because it might have been a point in that day where you might have could have bitched me. I'm just like so laid back, like, look, bro, dude, silly. I laughed it off. I might have could have not at that point. I'm trying to give you a pass. I'm trying to get baby to the table, and you still. So where I said, baby, now it's like gangster shit, right? So now, after the whole fucking bar collapse, they say I started it. How the fuck I started? I told dude, relax, bro. It's cool, bro. Not that. But ain't none of that gonna come to the forefront because the only people heard that was me, him, and my girl. So now it looks like I just done stole on the motherfucker. And I done just started fighting like I'm a nuisance. No, that was my demons like, fuck what they talking about right now. Are you and your girl gonna get fucked up? He testing your manhood. If you don't turn around, slap dog shit I do and handle your witness, it might get worse. When y'all leave, y'all might get robbed, kidnapped, took to y'all house, the whole thing. So here we go. We got action right here. We ain't gonna deal with it after school. You never gonna tell me you gonna beat me up after school. Bitch, we fighting right now. Bitch, we not gonna wait to after school. Bitch, take a hard pass to the motherfucking bathroom, period. And let's handle it. No witnesses. We can go back to class, and I bet we the best of friends the rest of the year.
No goddamn fire.
Just like that, man.
Wait
That,
to the last day of school. I'm beating your ass. ASAP. Fuck out of here. Are you beating me up? But we gonna handle this shit ASAP, bro. We got 3 weeks left. No, I'm not do this. You beating who up, bro? Man. And
right.
you might do beat me up, but let's get it out the way so I
Yeah.
can finish going to school, bro. What the fuck?
Hey, hey, drop. You just led me like I got you just led me back to school to where third grade. My mommy, she tell everybody I took a year off because I literally took a year off to beat motherfuckers up, man. Because I went to a new school and they tried me on the first day. They tried me, so the bully kid. And what you was explaining is defense versus offense. You feel me? And the thing about it, I come to the school, and this probably happened to a lot of cats in the hood. You go to the new school, anywhere you feel me? Somebody gonna test you, like you said. And so the thing was like, all right, I'm in a new area. This kid gonna tell me I can't go to a certain side of the playground. I'm like, bro, you better go ahead with that mess. You feel me? So I go to the other side, and then he try to snap on me. So boom, I shoot off on him. We scrapping and everything. So I notice there's more others trying to jump in and get on me. You feel me? So I dip and dabble out. Long story short, I spent that whole school year wanting them up. You feel me? Just like you said, hey, let's take this hall pass, but it wasn't even no hall pass shit. I just was picking my times throughout the year to jump on a nigga ass. Just like you were saying, the controlling of the angels and demons. It's like I spent the whole year in third grade whooping our niggas.
Now look, I lose the fight in third grade, right? I lose it. I'm a new kid, just like you said. I came from another elementary. They tried to bully me, boom. But dude really was that nigga though. He really, he's just a bully. So look, after I lose the fight, guess what? That motherfucker protected me. I was his best friend. We became best friends, and he beat everybody up that ever said anything about me. That's funny as fuck to me. So
Well,
because he saw this motherfucker ain't no sucker. Out of all y'all bitch niggas, he the only one that squared up and fought me off top. Wasn't no,
mhm.
uh, I'm a finally fighting. No, off top. Who the fuck is you talking to, bro? But mind you, I'm a little nigga. This a big nigga. But mind you, in the third grade, I still was like, man, nigga, I was dumb little. Man, I'm talking skinny as fuck, probably like 80 pounds, bro. Third,
Right.
fourth grade. These motherfuckers, they reaching puberty, got
Mhm.
hair under their arms, all that shit. You not about to touch me, dog.
Mhm.
And if
Right.
you did, you just did, and it ain't like I ain't do nothing back. It was more or less I lost that one, won that one.
Mhm.
And then a couple times of that, motherfuckers leave you the fuck alone because they like, man, I already know I gotta put in work. The fuck with dude, I ain't about to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, buddy. That be the moral of the story. You feel me? You gonna save yourself, and it's gonna take your determination and what you stand up for, what you stand to. You feel me?
By all means.
By all means. Tricks of the trade. And that's what it was. I learned the trick of the trade that early. Just like you said, bullies. I was a little shrimp. So little shrimp usually tend to get picked on, you feel me? And I was the one getting picked on. But once my auntie told me if they bigger than me, you looking for something more. What she said to me, she said, you ever got hit in your nuts? She said, how that feel? And that's all she said to me. And that just took my mind to like, all right, you could be bigger than me, but guess what? When you bigger than me, my first shot going to your nuts. And that's how I was beating big niggas up. But like you said, more of the story, they get down to where they protecting you and you in there with them. You feel me? Not to be on no violent stuff. So you gotta learn to like you said, when you ain't doing nothing, a lot of times you in the right. If you know how to respond versus react, you in the right. If it comes to the point you got to defend yourself, it could still ultimately end up with you being on the offensive end. and stuff like that. So that's where that joint gets that deep into it, you
That's
know.
it. And
But
it don't matter if you win or lose. That's the whole thing. It's
it don't
about,
matter.
like you said, the reaction. Somebody, look, me and my girl walking and my daughter walking, right? Mike Tyson pushed my daughter on the ground. Man, we got action. I know Mike Tyson about to beat my ass, but I don't care about that. We got to push my daughter, bam, and socked him, boom. I done grabbed him. He done threw me over the counter. He jumped over the counter, started kicking me. Whatever. That's what you're going to have to do if you touch my daughter, bro. It's not going to be like, I can't beat Mike Tyson. Fuck Mike Tyson at this point. And that's how you conquer bullies, man. But what you talking about right now, you're not about to do that to me. Period. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be like something weird happening, like when you try to play me crazy. Man, shit.
Nobody trying to do that shit. Defense, B. The best defense, man. Ain't no way to call it, you know. But like you said, you gotta stand on it, man. Gotta take up some way, somehow. It's gonna come to a defense. Mind over matter, or is the matter on your mind? You know.
I deep. I deep. Mind over matter, or is it matter on your mind?
Yeah. Like mind over matter, or is the matter on your mind? You know.
Where the fuck HUEY P go?
That's what I was saying. But you drop to the back, went in the chat. For a drop, man. Woo. You dropping them spills, man.
Yeah, we all do, man.
And then I be saying, you be dropping and then you just drop off, man. Like, man, y'all go ahead,
Yeah, hell yeah, I gotta do that. I gotta do that because I be about to get cut off 9 times out of 10 anyway, bro.
Did it kick everybody off or just me?
Just you without we've been looking for you, man.
That shit crazy. Yeah, they watch it. They trying to black me out. It's a dark cloud out. Oh yeah, man. Did the guy body speak, bro? Did he
I ain't
elaborate
know if
on?
he came up.
He up there.
What's up, GB, man? What's the word? God body.
He was talking about the strike on Soleimani. About them killing bro for no reason. How they just assumed that he did something and they just killed him. But it's just a dream. Everything is over. You know, it's like they put another spell out there to take you off of what they had going on right now, like the impeachment and shit like that. So it's just another spell cast to get your mind attracted to it. It's like showing you something to get your attention. It's like, ooh, look over there. And your eyes go over there. And then as soon as everybody look over there, they doing some other shit over there, robbing a bank. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, talking about the diversion series.
Yeah, diversion. Diversion. Exactly.
Man,
That's all that
that's
is.
it.
Diversion.
And it's a bunch of fucking psyops. They ain't killed no goddamn body. I'm so sick of these motherfuckers at this point. Listen, if I got enough money, I can paint the picture that I'm dead. Y'all literally gotta kill me. Look, okay, boom, it's the narrative we gonna push since y'all want me off the scene. We gonna fake my death. I got this much on it. Y'all literally don't gotta kill me though. Hitler proved that. Nobody saw Hitler's body. Nobody saw Bin Laden's body. Nobody saw Saddam Hussein's body. Nobody saw Tupac's body. Nobody saw these bodies. These fucking weird ass bodies. No, it's straight fake deaths and fake goddamn shit and coffins that look like a body that ain't the person. My motherfucking dad died. Listen, never mind that part. Never mind that part, man. You don't know if somebody dead or not, bro. Period. If you didn't see them die yourself, you don't know if that's a fucking dummy in that casket. You don't know. You gotta believe they dead, bro. I don't care how many dead bodies you saw, man. That shit be looking fake as hell, bro. You going to these funerals looking in the casket like that ain't them, bro. Don't nobody never want to admit it, bro. That ain't them, bro. And you look back up, well, I guess because the soul left. No. Know who the hell just passed away and know how deep rooted you is. Know yourself, put it like that. Know where you come from. Know the origins of your heart and soul. Know that it's before your ass was born or even fucking thought of that made you. Them thoughts is what made you. And your thoughts and paired with them thoughts is what's going to make the next you. And it grows and grows and grows. That's why their main objective is birth control. Every baby that's born is multiplied by the mom and dad that had it. It's that person times 2. They got to slow that down. You're getting indigo children now. They saying they got ADHD and all this. To the point where now you're getting autistic children born smarter than the greatest, they call them divants or whatever it's called, but they smarter than the best scientists they got right now. They just can't read. They can't read, but they know and they born with it. It's encrypted in their fucking DNA. There's nobody teach them this shit, and they the best at it. They can't even read and can beat somebody at that particular topic, period. So now they knowing, okay, now they starting to transfer consciousness. And this is what they trying to stop because that's the only thing holding us back, bro. But go ahead.
Even chimpanzees outperform people in some tasks. Like picking things out on a screen faster and that sort of thing.
That's cool. That's cool, but a chimpanzee,
because they're on a different level, right? They're using all their senses.
I'll say they're on a different level, but not on a different higher level. Because I can say a chimpanzee will never trick you into being in a cage. Like you can trick that into, like a chimpanzee not gonna try to capture you in a trap.
No, they don't.
Put you in a cage. Hold up, my bad. Put you in a cage.
Yeah.
My fault.
They don't do deception.
And then spectate you. Why do we even do that? That's why I hate zoos. Like, what's the purpose of capturing this animal and watching it caged in? It's not even doing its natural shit. So I don't even know what the animal is anyway. I just know what it looked like. And they taking these animals and they breeding them into cages. Sort of like I did the fish, man. But if I stay by an ocean where they come from, hell yeah, I'll let my fish off in the ocean. That'll be my fish tank. If you know what I mean, I'll be breeding fish, putting them in the ocean, catching them. Like I'll probably bred this fish.
Yeah. Who done just
Peace to
came
the
on?
guys. Good morning, guys. I'm just in the back listening to y'all, soaking in the info right now.
Who is that?
It's God Body.
God Body, yeah. What you got to talk about, God Body? You can change the narrative or whatever.
All that.
Oh shit, I ain't really. I just actually just hopped in y'all shit. I ain't really. I'm a just vibe off y'all right now because I was just listening to y'all and like how you was saying like when motherfuckers like you know when motherfuckers beat you up and then they see that you stood up to them and shit and they make an alliance with you over all the scary other motherfuckers and shit. The same way the world works at a bigger standpoint now today, like when countries beat on other countries and they get their ass to join them, just like with China and Russia got Iran to join their ass. So yeah,
And that's what's fucking our money up. So they say, mind you, they all one world, but never mind that part. Now, by them, this is the reason why we went to war with Iraq in the first fucking place before this incident. They was trying to sell the oil straight through the yen, so we'd had to transfer our money through China. So now you got the elites fighting amongst each other, and that's what's going to take the bottom out of hell. They gonna go to war with each other and have discord amongst their own United Nation, and it's not gonna be united no more. That's our chance to take this shit back over. Now that's the 2020 vision I'm getting. They fighting within the offices. Okay, that's like a huddle. That's like you on a football team. Y'all huddle up and everybody arguing in the huddle. And then you wonder why the play don't work. Now we about to take back over the field. Watch what I tell you. Not no color people. I'm talking the people that know how to survive without nothing is about to be the elite amongst the world in the next 100 years. Guaranteed. Because we way too woke, they way too sleep, and the shit that they live upon about to crash. So what they gotta live under, shit we know that they gotta relearn, so they're gonna have to follow under us to even know what we know. Motherfuckers don't know how to live off no oodles and noodles. Motherfuckers don't know how to get some candles when that electric go out. Them niggas don't know how to walk to goddamn work. Them motherfuckers don't know how to take public transport. These motherfuckers know none of this normal shit that we live. They know nothing about grocery shopping. You think the elite go grocery shopping? You serious? There's a millionaire in Walmart like buying shirts for the kids. No. Fuck no, bro. They know nothing about it. So once it crashed, where can I get gas? Motherfucker, fuck your money. You can't get gas. You can fucking rotel my backyard so we can grow this food. And now that millionaire became a servant to you. He know nothing about rotilling, so you gotta teach him. And he'll do it just to eat. And his family have a haven. And the people that was starving, the one built these barns and these havens and started rotilling grass and planting crops and shit. And they gonna try to steal it again, bro. That same spirit. And they steal it and regulate it and sell it back to us like, man, y'all motherfuckers fucked this shit up before and we showed y'all how to do it again and y'all took it from us again. And they're going to keep doing that dumb shit if we keep letting them do it. Next time we replenish this fucking plane, don't let them take it. It's simple. It ain't got nothing to do with no colored people or no white people or no Chinese people. It's the intentions behind the thought. And the people with that type of thought, don't let them in. Simple shit, man. Fucking simple.
You just
Right.
bro.
Right.
You said it was like, so you basically said it's like a one world thing, right? So you take the team, right? They all a team, but these motherfuckers arguing and shit, but whole time they still all on the same team. That shit, that's the crazy part behind it. Like,
And they trying to beat us.
It's WWF.
yeah.
It's life, man. It's like, man, if you work, right, you got a job, you've been there like 3-4 years, right? And then you see people that been there 20 years, right? And you thinking it's all sweet, like you part of them. Them motherfuckers been working next to each other for 20 years. You think they got your back over? I've been working with them for 20 fucking years. You've been here 3-4 years and you talking about the one to me I've been working with for 20 years. I'm gonna go to them like, hey, look, I don't know why you thought it was some loyalty between us. I don't fucking know. But this nigga talking crazy about you, bro. Like, if you can't even see that, that's just how life works.
That's real hood shit, bro. That's you wanted for that one. That's real hood shit.
You in a union, Sir Drop?
A union. No, man. No, I ain't getting the union because they didn't let a lawyer read the contract, right? So I'm reading the
Hey, give
contract.
me my up right there.
You know how you get the union reps, right? I'm reading the contract and I'm like, man, this shit got a lot of trickery in it. I ain't about to sign that. And then the other two people signed it, right? And I'm like, okay, y'all see the trickery. Mind you, none of us went to law school. They didn't give us a lawyer to read the contract. Well, then they got somebody else to sign it, right? It's so many flaws in the contract that we've been going through my job that it's insane. And I'm like, I told them dumb motherfuckers. It's like this. My motherfucking grandson passed away, right? Do you know he not covered for absent in my motherfucking union contract? But my cousin is. Fuck my cousin. I'm saying my grandkid ain't even covered, but my cousin is. That means you gotta have a sharp eye, read the contract. You can't read it yourself if you don't specialize in writing and reading contracts. That's what lawyers come in at. That's where people figure out the trickery and the spells that they put in these contracts and find a loophole. Well, you know, since they did that, no matter what happens after that, they can't do nothing about it, and they know how to make contracts. And they had 3 people that just work at the job read it. I'm like, I ain't signing that. That shit all trickery. Once I started reading it, it's like 9, 10 pages. By the time I get to the 5th page, I'm like, man, it's too much trickery. I'm not signing that. Thinking that the other 2 union reps are gonna be like, yeah, it's trickery. They like, man, let's get out of here. Mind you, we 45 minutes in after work. You know, niggas trying to get home. They set it up so sweet in a gift wrap, but nah, it's crazy. We got a lot of shit out the deal too, so I can't just knock it. But it's a lot of loopholes in that shit. Because the bottom line at the end of the contract is say this. Final decision is up to the company. That means there's no union. The final decision, no matter what the fuck we talking about, comes into the company's hand. Yeah. No matter what they said before that, once they ended the contract with that, that's the loophole. Okay, yeah, we know we said this, that, and the third, but the company decides, and they killed them with the contract right there. But they weren't listening to me because I'm a hood nigga. I'm just looking at them like, y'all dumb as a box of stones, man. Mm-hmm. And they looking at me like,
roundup. Hey, it's a big roundup.
What's crazy about it, like you said, it spells and shit in it. So there's certain things that make a contract void, but most people not woke to it. So you gotta, you actually gotta study it and learn when they fucking a spell up and make a contract void. But that's for people that's really, really woken into that shit.
Or people that research it and study it, because there's money in that. Reading contracts, signing contracts, and coming up with the best deal for your client. They call them agents, you know what I mean? So if I'm trying to get LeBron James the best contract, I gotta know what I'm reading. Like, nah, bro, they said if you blew your knee out, you don't get paid for the whole season. Or nah, bro, if you don't make the playoffs, you taking $20 million off this same deal. Or bro, you sure you wanna and see the glitches through it. If I can't see the glitches, I can't see the glitches. That's why I wouldn't never put myself in that shoes. And that's why I ain't signed that union contract, because I saw the glitches and I ain't have no answers. Like, without being just arguing with somebody else that didn't even see it. We all co-workers. We looking at each other like, and I'm like, you see that? They're like, yeah, man, whatever, bro. It say here. Listen, they hit them with this shit. They said, man, we'll give all y'all $500, right? The whole company, right? If y'all take this union contract. Everybody in the company said, yeah, $500, yeah. I'm looking at them like, y'all dumb as fuck, right? So after they get the $500, right, the union dues was $25 a paycheck. So after 8-9 months went by, I told them, y'all been paid them back that $500. What the fuck? Y'all paid them that. and you're gonna keep paying them. By the time you get fired, you done gave them $2,000 yourself, but they gave y'all $500 to sign the contract. But y'all never understood the union dues that come out your check. And I watched all of them do it, and I'm like, man, I tried to tell them, but I'm just that dumb nigga. Remember,
The pension.
it's funny. Yeah, it's funny. I'm a dumb nigga, and I'm telling, not the pension. The union dues is $25 every 2 weeks, right? They gave the motherfucker $500. By the time they work a fucking year, they paid them their $500 back just off the dues. And you still gonna keep paying them long as you work there. So now they making money off your $500 they gave you because you signed a contract. Killing them.
That's some shit you could have thrown in your 401k or some shit.
But the thing the union do is, without a union, your job can fire you with no cause. Unions set rules on how you get fired. So it's kind of worth the $25 coming from a ghetto background. But if I didn't need that job, then it would be hurting me. Because, man, fuck what y'all talking. I can work anywhere at any
Here,
time.
people just get laid off. They don't get fired here. Except for me, I get fired.
Laid off is cool because you get the unemployment and you can find the actual. I wouldn't even recommend working. I do recommend getting money legally, but so if you gotta work for the time being, that should be your goal to pay your bills. But I don't believe you should work the rest of your life because you're not gonna enjoy it. 20 years gonna go by and you really just a company man. You ain't even lived your own life. You lived the life of a warehouse or lived the life of
You
a
have to
hustler.
make your own plan. You can't let the institutions or whatever you call it, agencies, you're under
You
their
gotta
rules, but
be
you still got to plan your own life. You can't let them plan it for you, right?
you gotta be cool with your caravan. You gotta be cool with your 3-bedroom fucking apartment or house. You gotta be cool. You can't be chasing nothing, man, or you gonna always be living in the matrix. You gotta be cool with your Xbox One. You don't need the new Xbox that come out. You don't need the new Jordans. You don't need nothing new until it's actually all the way old school. Like I wouldn't recommend you have a box TV, but I would recommend if you buy a flat screen, man, rock that bitch for 5 years. I don't care what the fuck come out between it. Until that shit just on the wall, then you buy it, then you upgrade. But when they give you bits and pieces of shit, they have you living outside your means. And next thing you know, you fucked up every fucking month trying to keep up with this weird ass shit they got going on. Instead of putting a down payment and getting insurance and full coverage for a motherfucking dumbass car off the lot where it's costing you like $700 a month to from $400 to $700 a month because your credit was weird. Man, go buy a motherfucking Century 2000. Go buy you a goddamn Impala, a 98 Impala for 2,000 mint condition, 3,000 mint condition. With that bitch a 98 and drive it. You ain't got no payments, nothing. You got your little weird ass coverage insurance. They only gonna charge you like $120. And drive the motherfucker. You don't gotta be in the new Benz. I don't care if you can afford it. Who give a fuck? You putting yourself in a paradigm where you gotta obtain that image.
Yeah, people are car poor. They want to have the nice truck, but they're killing themselves paying for it.
Damn, y'all got me over here feeling salty and I feel bad now and shit, man.
Looking good
No,
versus
I ain't
looking
gonna lie.
good.
I'm a victim of that shit. I'm a victim of it, but I ain't gonna lie. I learned from that shit, and I ain't outside my means, so I ain't tripping on it. But I definitely understand what y'all saying, because the shit I got right now, I definitely didn't need that shit. I could have went to go get some old ass piece of shit to give me the A and B, and now I'm stuck in, like y'all said, a contract. But it's not. I'm not outside my means. But don't get me wrong, bro. I don't like contracts. Period.
But if you ain't outside your means, it's cool. I wish I could just go ahead and fork off 500 a month, and it's not damaging me. It's
Hey,
when I
but look,
take
check
that
this out
500.
though.
Oh,
When
listen
you
right
said
quick.
the
It's when
contract, bro. So like when my if my shit not covered in my warranty, such as my engine, right, and I just got the car, I gotta get the shit fixed by myself because it's not in it wasn't in the or the 2 year warranty after it's over with. So I just be like, damn, I'm kind of that contract be real because if the warranty over and you ain't paid what you need to pay, you kind of in the shithole when your shit fucked up and you ain't got the money to fix your shit.
but here's how you jump past that. Like my
Mm-hmm.
sister all the way tied into that shit. So listen, when your car fucking up and you feel like it's something fucking up, right? They every year they come with an opportunity. Just give us your car and we'll get you in the new
Oh yeah,
year
yeah,
to
it's right.
date, right? And boom, you don't gotta drive your car there to tell them, right? Boom, after you sign that contract, I'm gonna give y'all this car. I've been paying y'all faithfully. They're like, boom, damn. When it come to bring the car, you be like, hey man, this shit ain't even started. But the contract is signed. They'll come pick that bitch up, fix it, resell it to somebody else, and you don't have to get it fixed. And you in the next year. But what they do is, here's how they eat also. They start your shit up. I mean, they'll put the money that you spent on the car already onto your next one. But this newer car you in is 20,000 more. So you still be at like, well, not 20,000, but you know what I'm saying. You would
Yeah,
still be at square zero, it's like we accredited over to here, but boom, and we're gonna resell your car. This is how they make the 100% markup because they're gonna resell your car. Boom, they're gonna let you start over, but you don't got to get the engine fixed. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
You
I
can always
definitely
write it
understand.
off. Get someone with a big truck to smash it with a big bumper or something.
You ain't got to do all that if you're under contracts. I mean, now if it's your car, you want to do that and rob the insurance people. I'm saying when you on full covered leases and all that, and all that, they the condition of the car don't play a factor when you upgrade. You know what I'm saying? You will have somebody else take you to the dealership, upgrade, and then tell them y'all got to come get the car because it won't even start. And they'd be like, all right, they'll just come get it because they still making way more than they would have made if you would have just finished leasing a car that broke down. They still gonna wait.
It's crazy, bro, because they was like, in 8 months, if you make all your payments on time, you could come trade it in for anything on the lot. But I'm thinking like, man, I'm not one of them niggas. I'm not trying to fake it till I make it. Like shit, I'm trying to get to the point where my money right, and then shit, if my money right, I'm gonna put myself in that nice shit. But if I can't afford that shit, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Imagine you went and got a deuce and a quarter, right? Raggedy motherfucker, man. This bitch a 71 deuce and a quarter, 405 in that bitch. You like, man, here go 2 bands, right? It run though, right? You looking funny, right? Now imagine if you put $300, $400 in it every single month, like you would do a car payment. Man, do you know you had the coldest car on the block within 6, 7 months? You would have it'd be doper than Benz's. You would have it restored, everything. So that's just by paying 400 a month for a year versus paying 400 a month for 4 years on a car that's gonna be outdated by the time you finish paying it off. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if you catch what I'm saying. If you get a car lease, right, you gotta pay these motherfuckers like 300 a month, right? When you could have went and got an '87 Regal for $1,000, $2,000, and put $300 a month into that Regal, by Christmas time you had the best Regal in the world. Simple as that. But they had you paying a car note for a Corolla for 4 or 5 years, man. I bet your Corolla after a year and a half don't be better than my '87 Regal. If we putting $300 a month in this shit, man, shit. I'm getting new doorknobs, new locks, new trimming, fresh meat. I ain't gonna even dry the motherfucker. Keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna go buy an 87 Corolla for $600 and go to work. And my work compadres gonna be having them leases trying to park next to my car to make that car look good, but they gonna ask to borrow money from me. It happens all the time. Hey, drop. You got $20, man, so I can make it to work. I'm like, bitch, you got a Benz outside. It ain't go 50, man. Give me 60 back, man. Period. What the fuck they talking about, bro? I'm gonna go live on one of them conversations, man. For real, these motherfuckers are so, they get the accolades and they be doing horrible, man. But they got all the props. They got the car, the house, the dog, the female. Them motherfuckers starving. Fuck. Get your nails done, cost $100 a week. What the fuck are you talking?
If you're gonna buy a truck, you're better off buying a van, buying an old fleet van or something. Way, cheaper to register and handier than a truck. The truck's overpriced because it's, you can do work with it, eh?
But there's two ends to that, Swart, because you wanna live nice too, man. The saying, you only hear it once. It's like that's the part that make you be like, man, I'm trying to squat in something nice though. Or I'm trying to tuck a chain because there's some weird motherfuckers around. But the chain I tuck, I mean, it's like you gonna want to do that, man, and that's the curse, that's the spell, that's the dream. Hell yeah, you want to go get in a Corvette and hit one button and a whole hard roof go into the trunk. Who the fuck don't want to do that? I don't care if nobody on the face of the earth. I'm not going to run and jump in that Corolla for real. I'm going to jump in the hottest shit that's comfortable. I'm like, this is the dog. And I'm the only one on the face of the plane. I'm not about to hop into the boat. Listen, man. I think what it killed me is I try to learn how to fly a jet myself. And I think that's how I would die. If I was the last person on earth, I'd be like, man, I got to figure out how to get somewhere further. And some shit like that. I'd be trying some weird shit. Like, man, I'm about to fly over this ocean. And that bitch just land in the middle of that motherfucker. God damn. Leave that boy alone. HUEY P, man. Come on, man. You owe us some money, bro. We done hosted the whole show, bro. Come on, man. Hit that cash app, bro. Hit that cash app. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Ain't no damn cash app.
Man, that damn cash app, bro. We about to start making niggas shit like that.
Nah, though, man. Go live, drop. I'm about to get off, man. I'm riding with my people and shit, man. Got too much going on, man. So, yeah, man. I just didn't know y'all do it. You go live, drop. Go live, drop.
Alright, man.
All right, I'm gonna hop on your shit, drop. You go live.
Okay, yeah, well, drop finna go live, y'all. That's what it is, man. Much love to y'all. Y'all don't keep y'all energy up, man. Don't forget, man, subscribe to the Young God Body. Y'all keep y'all energy up, man. Let's be each other's crutches. Let's be each other's lanes. Your heart, your heart, be your mind. Inside, it's all about your time. I don't like it. Y'all remember how we do it? E40, what? What's in the crops? The raw lost the beer. Much love, y'all. Pierce the ears.
I be sharing yours and drop shit, so I'm gonna share your shit more.
Easy. We'll drop channel.